All right. For the last time, welcome back to another episode of The War for Wildemount. Okay.
Times 3.
And we left off our heroes traveling all the way from Nicodranus back up to the Empire again to find out more information about Gadstock, an evil, I'd guess, mage. And as you guys are trying to find more information in the town of Trastenwald, it is starting to your adventurers are starting to take you down to interesting paths as you guys are finding more information about the town, and you thus leading to more you guys thinking that you might find more information about Gadstock and what his great plan would be. And after finding that there has been some weird things happening out in the lake in Ustaloch, you all decide to go out and investigate yourselves. Finding a man with the little dinghy and his son wanting to go out night fishing. You all paid him to ferry you all across the lake.
Sir Marcus paid a lot of money.
Sir Marcus paid. And as he ferried you all across, you guys were attacked by strange crabs that were just skeletal and disfigured. And as you guys survived the attack and are continuing out, there's a lot of confusion as to what is happening around the town as well, as there are constant celebrations happening, but nobody taking anything seriously as well. Leaving you guys very worried, and after the attack now, it confirms a few more things. So, as a hurried and terrified Captain Ahab is at the helm, at the rudder, just guiding the ship around, and his young son Jack is trying to help with some of the sails as much as he can without shaking too much. You guys are in the middle of the lake still. A little shocked, a little wet, and I have to say a little salty as well, since the air is just kind of the moisture and everything is just kind of sucking the moisture out of you guys, so kind of making you guys a little salty, and being in the water as well.
Les is currently still helping remove water from the ship.
Okay, you have a bucket and you're just filling it up and tossing it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, do we take like hull damage? Are we sinking right now?
The crabs poked some holes in the bottom, but I think it's been taken care of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Maya used mending, right, on those?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so Marcus is telling Nahun and Dominicus how to hold the ropes. He's taking the buckets from Lycia.
So I just hold it like this?
Yes.
Okay. I have like two hands like on the rope.
Is there a let's say it was like in the center of the boat. There's like a place to stand at the top, like sort of where the helm is, right?
I think it's a flat boat, right?
Yeah, it's mostly flat except for
Is there any place that I can get like a vantage point, maybe, like so I can stand up? So, because obviously I'm not like that strong. I probably can't do much in terms of like rigging and shit, but I can at least serve as a lookout. So, is there any like platform that I can stand on so I can get like a just like
no crow's nest?
Okay, how tall is it?
Like that. The ship itself, probably about like
Not the
12
ship,
feet
but the
tall.
crow's nest.
There's no crow's nest.
There's
There's none.
Okay. So there's no like platform to stand on right now that I could.
There is. You can like climb up on the side of the rigging and like look out, and you would get a good like decent height, but you'd have to hold on.
It's not something Amari's gonna do. Is this the front of the ship here, or is this the front? Like which one's facing north?
I have to say this is the front.
Okay. So Amari's gonna come over here and he's gonna get up on top of that little step up right there, and I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights, and I'm gonna put one. I'll draw them out. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights around the front of the ship here, and while everybody else is doing that, I'm gonna just serve as a lookout to make sure that the crabs don't.
You can roll a perception check if you want.
All right. Not bad.
Well, you start looking in the water, and the boat's kind of moving throughout the lake. It's kind of creating ripples around the boat as you guys are moving forward. You look into the water, and you put the lights into the water, right, or not above?
No, I'm gonna just have them like floating about 20 feet, just around here. I'll kind of mark where they are.
Okay.
They're definitely gonna be above water.
Okay. Well, you see something as you are looking off, kind of like the left side of the ship. I forget what
See something.
bow or port bow. You start seeing something, but it was for a quick flash. This like kind of like it was very unreal to you as you saw it for just a brief second, as it looked like a body in armor, kind of like an elven armor, and it looked like it was part of the ocean itself, and it kind of like it had a face, and the face kind of turned to you slightly, and when it looked to you slightly, it just went under the boat. As if like the boat's kind of passing by and it like went over
like
it.
A fucking body floating in the water.
Almost.
Okay. Was it like
something like that? Like it was right over here. It was very close to it. It was just for a brief second. You saw a body in like strange elven armor.
Okay, Amari is immediately gonna lean over the edge of the boat there, and he says, "Guys, hello, come up here to the front of the ship."
Alright.
He's like pointing down at the water. There's a body in the water or something. I don't know where it went. There was a body.
Can't see it. Where is it?
It was there. There was a man in elven armor. He was floating on the water. He has to be down there. Something's happening.
I'm going to
But still, he could be in the water. What if he's alive?
You guys can roll perception if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over.
Should I
Just
still
like
hold on to this?
The faint.
What?
You know what? I'm gonna tie this down. Whichever I can.
It's too far, damn it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So Marcus,
Everyone else is leaving him, dude. Imagine like the hound passed him the rope and he's like rubbing onto both of them, like.
Oh, sorry. Shit, the cold is getting to my head. I apologize.
Have I finished bailing the water out? Because I think that's gonna take priority for like.
Yeah, you. Well, there's some water up to it. It's like kind of like around up to your ankles almost. But you
getting ready.
Okay, you just keep going, but you hear them making a scramble, and you can hear them like talk about. You can hear Amari talk about seeing a body and everything. You guys can like pretty much hear each other's conversations unless you're deliberately whispering.
Right.
So Marcus
It's a
sprints
very
to the back of the ship and looks down to
Shit, it's cold.
I moved to Sir Marcus with a rope in my hand.
What are you gonna do with that rope?
I don't know. What are you doing out here in the reg?
Looking for the body that Amari saw. I'm not
What?
jumping back again.
Well, in case we hit something.
Or the
Alright.
body is another trap.
You guys start looking around
See?
the boat, and Ahab is a little freaked out, spooked too, looking in the water. You guys don't see anything.
Why I don't see anybody?
I'm not crazy. I saw a body in the water. It was just floating by. It was this man in very adorned, beautiful elven armor or something. He looked. I don't know. He's gone.
Well, we know how that goes when you wear armor and go out swimming. It's probably at the bottom of the lake now.
He was floating. I don't know. Mari like exhales and a puff of like cool air, like exhaust, or whatever. Like, what's it called? Fucking fog. Fog. It comes out of his.
An illusion, perhaps. There are quite a few water creatures that lure people in.
Amari, after hearing that, immediately steps down off of the edge of there.
Maybe he's just too tired. Been a
I'm
long day.
not sleepy. I know what I saw. I know what illusions look like. I'm able to discern those. Would I be able to tell if it was an illusion, by the way?
That's a good point. I don't know if you have anything, being a wizard, that like gives you advantage on seeing illusions or anything like that. I don't. Maybe if you had like if illusionary, if that was like school, probably I'd give you
right.
some.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Marge shakes his head. I don't know. That was very strange. Maybe I'm just losing it. Fuck.
No, I do believe you, Mari, but with the surface is constantly shifting, it's very easy to lose sight of things. I'm more inclined to believe you than anything else here, but looks over. He's clearly like shivering, by the way. He is not dressed in clothes that are made for like seaside weather.
Yeah.
But I do not see seeing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm everybody on the ship. I'll just keep watch.
I think these waters are cursed.
Clears his throat, like steps back over on the edge.
These waters might be cursed. To get out of it.
How do you people fish in this water?
Don't. Fish them.
Aye, we do. Without crabs attacking us.
Is that why you fish at night? Why not just do it during the day?
Too hot. Sun just bakes you out here.
That is fair.
Besides, you catch different type of fish during the night.
Only the big ones come at night.
Hunters.
Yes, the crabs are quite large.
Well, everyone else is talking to Ahab. Get back of the ship and look away, because we probably would have passed by. She's gonna cast Eyes of. See what we're loading over.
60 feet. You start getting a few pings. That is like about like right at the edge, 60 feet, and it seems to be following. As like you get further along, you get the little like sense something that just right approaches the edge that's following in it. Are you able to tell like how like the size or the amount? Doesn't tell you anything.
You know the location.
You just have a ping.
Yeah.
You get a sense that there's something there, and it's just on the edge of how far as you can see it.
Captain Ahab.
Yeah,
I heard that there's a lighthouse on this lake. Do you know what direction it is right now? Depending on where we are.
Correct. It is on
The north side, right?
It'll be on the north side, across the side, on the other side of it.
Guys, there's also something I need to say to you guys too.
Mm.
When I was talking with Elric about the lake, he said there's a lighthouse in a lake. The tunnel systems that you guys were mentioning earlier today. So the tunnels lead up to that lighthouse.
Interesting. That is vital.
So that's another thing too. But he never told me about the other tunnels or where they lead to. He only told me about the one about this one.
That would make them risky if we were to explore them. I will say though, I do not know much about the state of illusions, but I do know that I can cast a specific few. Usually I have to keep my mind on it, so I'm not sure that you could just cast an illusion over an entire lake. That seems a bit much.
Can do that.
Really? Difficult then. Difficult to see. Looks over to Ahab and his son. I think we are alright. Just a trick of the eyes, I'm sure.
Enough for tricks of the night. Just wait to get back home.
He nods, understanding.
Probably shouldn't take the boat back. Probably walk around the lake.
At this time of night?
There's a shack I have up there on the other side. We have to go more up towards the mountains. For where do you all want to go?
Even colder up there.
Aye.
Gives myself some cloak.
And the little kid Jack, after he finished his stuff, he just was like, he went up to you, Marcus, sat down. So, when you were in the water, did you see anything? Did you see the big creatures?
Yes.
How many of them were there?
Us.
And what did they look like? And what were they going around like this? Did they do all of this kind of thing? Did they grab you? Did they punch you right there? It looks like they hit you on your side or on your thigh right there.
Don't you?
I heard if I hit
You want the answer?
Is that a sword?
Don't try and do that.
He just continues.
Under my breath, I say, I was in the water too.
So Mark is he's just looking at this guy. Just looking at him. Waiting for him to finish.
No, he's just kind of grinning. It's like, children are like that. They have lots of questions. Many.
This one does.
As he continues to semi-bug you, what is everybody else doing?
Marius is still standing at the helm of the ship, diligently watching the water now, like almost leaning over the edge, like the tip of the ship here. His eyes and like heads flicking back and forth with the water. Every time like a bit of foam comes up or whatever, anything that catches his interest, his eyes just get started too.
So Marcus turns toward Dominicus. Thank you. Coming for me.
Well, something that heavy. They're bound to know what might have happened.
Well, nothing good on my part.
No. Most of my times it was just me growing up on top of trees, climbing trees, but diving into water this deep. I didn't never thought about it, but I've never experienced something this deep before. I just dove in.
Never swum in lakes when you were a kid?
Ponds, rivers, smaller lakes, but this thing is huge.
But many thanks. Saved my life.
No worries.
I don't forget that.
No worries. Is the kid still around?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just turned to him and like, everything you're saying, you're darn right it is. This man right here, and I grabbed like Marcus on the shoulders, like he drew his sword and he faced the enemy inside those waters. Me, I just dove in there and just saw everything that's happened. Trying staring the kid in the eye.
He looks very like attentive.
See, this guy, he's a knight, something strong, with value on it. I'm not saying that what you do is also value too, but you also have a very important job. Something that even I don't know. How to operate this boat.
Know what, kid? Maybe you can show Dominicus how it's done.
Oh, that's easy. You just go over here, you pull this thing, you go over here and you pull that thing, you go over here, and he starts just going on and on about that.
And I grab the rope with 2 hands. I'm like, hold it like this.
You pull that over there and you put it over here.
So Marcus turns to you and is like, well, here's yours now. And then he walks away.
Saw that coming.
But within that, I do give a small smile, even though.
Did you just walk over here, Marcus?
Yeah.
As soon as Amari hears like your footsteps on the wood there, his head like whips back in your direction before he's like, oh, sorry, jumpy.
Yeah. Been seeing stuff.
No, it's just that one time.
You might just be tired.
Don't feel tired though.
Well,
I know what I saw. It's just I don't know what it was. I could have seen something and it's just like a ghost. You know. I don't know. Maybe I am just seeing stuff.
Many a time. Now just like gives a grin as he glances over and then just goes back to watching the boat.
Mario looks up and just kind of gives a simple stare before looking back towards Marcus. Did you see anything at the back of the ship? No?
No. Could be. The lake is playing tricks on us. I don't know.
That's what it seems. Yes. Perhaps they just want us to be on edge. In a way, it's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know.
Lesia.
Go ahead.
Is Mayette kind of looking out over the back of the boat? Lesia's gonna approach Mayette. Do you think anything is following us?
Yeah, it's right there. Can't you see it?
Can I see what she points out to me?
There.
Roll perception.
And over there. And down there. And over there. And way back there.
We hear that?
Not being really quiet.
I'm too busy with the kid stealing me things.
That'd be for vision. This for here. / smell.
You can smell some salty like type creatures or in fish, and you also smells kind of rotten as well, but you don't see anything in the waters.
I cannot make out anything below the water. I can definitely smell something nearby.
Yeah, it's kind of stinky, but I don't think they mind. I mean, they're just swimming around in it. Maybe they're interested in us. I mean, they're kind of following us.
Are they close or are they keeping their distance?
They're kind of staying a bit back. Sailing over a few.
That changes.
Okay.
So
I
Marcus,
waved a few times, but they're not really waving back or, saying hi.
so Marcus
I
is,
do
is
not
just
think these are the more intelligent.
this
I'll
time.
let you know if they say hi.
All this time, so Marcus is just staring at Mayette while she's talking, trying to figure out if she's crazy or not.
Sorry, Maya, did you see they are following us?
Yeah, right over there. And
Hmm.
over there. And down there. And back there.
Perhaps they are tracking us. Kind of looks over to Alessia.
We are quite obvious with the lights and the trail of the ship.
They will not attack again, though, I'm sure. Did not work well the first time.
I would not count on that.
Hmm,
It just might bring more.
true.
Marcus turns towards.
Sorry.
So Marcus turns towards Amari. You're right. Head.
Barry, he was looking down at the wood below, but he like cocks his head up to look at you. And then he looks down towards Mayette, and he's like, he like does like a shake with his hand, like right in the middle. Maybe not. I don't know. She has something going on, and he kind of lowers his voice for this, so that way no one else. It's very odd. She's going through a lot right now. I think it's childhood trauma for some reason. It seems as though sometimes her brain blocks out memories. Sometimes I don't know what it is in particular that causes it because I've not really talked to her. But sometimes she has dreams that wake her up like nightmares, as far as I can tell, and she sometimes, like I said, forgets memories. Like for example, she had forgotten who most of us were at one point, but she keeps this book with her, and that's how she jogs her memory. So I don't know, but she definitely has something up, I suppose. But she's not mentally handicapped, if you will say. She's just there's something happening. I don't know.
As long as she's not dangerous.
No, she's Mayat is harmless. She would not harm any of us. I don't believe she's very loyal to her friends, as long as she knows who we are and remembers. But other than that, I mean, she's harmless. Unless you're on the opposite side of things.
So
let's just say, memory. Right. Let's just say I would rather not be her enemy. Is what I mean.
Really?
Yes, she's also very capable. She's a very fine healer. There's been many times where I've been cut or stabbed, and she's healed it up, and it felt like it was never there. So she's good at what she does. You should, don't doubt her. She'll take care of you. He like he's like sitting down on that little step right there, not step, but that little bump right there at the edge of the ship. And once you guys have finished talking, he kind of looks back over his shoulder and rests his knee up on top of the side of the ship there, so we can just look out across the water.
Marcus turns his head and
Amari feels safer that Marcus is by him.
All right.
Alessia moves back to the center of the boat. Kinda be ready in case they do attack.
has a point.
Oh yeah. Step down.
Ahab looks over, kind of says, well, if the tales of these creatures are real, I wonder what the tales of the amulet is.
Elaborate.
kind of lights
We
up
all
his
love a
pipe.
good story.
Well, it's only tales of what I've heard. Some kids went on one of the islands scattered up far north of the lake. They found something in a cave on their way back. It was a necklace. And when they were coming back, they just threw it in the lake. Some say that's what makes these creatures come, but I've never seen it happen.
That necklace have a crystal.
I don't know.
Mari perks up at the sound of that. The a necklace. You said. Where did you say this necklace was?
Maybe at the bottom of the lake.
Interesting. I'm going to go check.
Wait, what? What?
Joking.
I really wished you jumped over, dude. Oh man, I wish you did, because that would be so cool. That would have been such a badass movie.
Let's just kind of straight down, raised eyebrow.
I am kidding. It was a complete joke. I'm not doing that. It was a terrible idea.
Maya looks back towards Ahab. You said that it was a cave, though, right?
I
found it in a cave.
On an island.
Threw it in the lake. Right?
An island. The lake.
But do you think this could perhaps be what is tied to our mission while we're out here? What if this is one of the pieces that is missing? You know?
Well, where around the lake is this island?
Far north. Kind of points up to more fog.
You said
Kind
that's
of like,
the direction we're heading, yes?
Not really. We're just over there.
and like he kind of points, and from this distance now, you guys can kind of see this like half-assed lighthouse.
Okay.
Where it's like not that high up, but just high enough for everybody to see something. But it's tough because there's a lot of trees around everything still.
Did he say the cave was by the lighthouse? Or did he not say where the cave was?
Instead, it was under.
Under the light, like under the water by the lighthouse, or like nowhere near the lighthouse. Is he saying that it's by the lighthouse though?
Under the lake, and then like kind of in the lighthouse,
So
but it goes all over the place.
Okay.
So you enter the cave from the water.
Dungeon dive, guys.
It's also possible the tunnel connects to
Hell
the
yes.
cave or are part of the cave.
Yeah, it was exactly what I was saying. What if the tunnels are somehow interconnected? Perhaps in the morning, or when we get to the opposite side of the river in the morning, we should go out and check out the lighthouse.
And with that, we can take the tunnels back.
Exactly.
Tunnels.
Find our way back to the city. Yes, there is apparently a system of tunnels underneath Strassenwald. I don't know what their purpose is, but
they've closed them.
To what degree, if I can ask?
To the degree of smugglers.
That does make some sense. Have they closed them? Yes.
Sorry.
Did they collapse them or?
Years ago, a teenager died underneath the lighthouse.
They collapsed them completely, yes. Did not do a half job of it.
the real question is Big Red ready? Is he prepared for us to go there? That's the question.
No, that's the thing. There's different information. You guys are gonna find out more. There's a cave system. You're gonna find out where it is.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, We should probably go check out that lighthouse, right? That just seems like lighthouses are always fucking obscure, right? We gotta check it out. We have
Is it
to.
operational right now?
How long ago?
Yeah, semi-operational.
Okay.
Maybe we should
Night, I
camp
just
for.
wanted-
Maybe we should camp at the lighthouse.
It's possible. How much longer do you
6
think
months ago.
would it take longer for us to get across the lake or to go to the lighthouse?
Go across the lake to that cave that you're talking about.
To the light? Is the cave by the lighthouse? Because that's what I thought was happening.
No, it's the cave had a tunnel structure that connected to the system of the town.
Oh,
and,
okay.
It goes under the lake.
So this cave is different.
It's different.
Okay.
It's a cave. It's a cave. It's something else. That's just been myth. There's just been stories. That's just something he's heard.
Well, perhaps when we get across the lake, we could ask a few people around if they have any more information on the cave. Maybe we could find a secret entrance.
Maybe we should check it out ourselves.
Also, yes, but if it's underwater, we'll have to find the second way in. There's no way we'll be able to get down there.
Maybe we should do it during the day.
That's exactly what I was saying. So we should probably get across the lake and then see if we can find the second entrance tomorrow.
About how long ago were the tunnels collapsed?
6 months ago.
Why did they never mention anything to us?
Who are you talking to?
Do you know about this?
It's not important who we talk to.
Whoever you spoke to don't know his land.
Let's just say that we're after a very important item, and this cave system could possibly lead to a very important place that we are quite possibly looking for.
It's also possible we might find the source of these crab creatures.
Exactly. For example, if we're able to find the necklace that is causing this in the lake, then we might be able to cure the massive crab issue and all of the fish becoming more aggressive and
I think it's tied to the necklace.
It could be. Magical artifacts could have that type of effect. You never know. This one could very well be encased with an enchantment magic that allows to exude a type of necromantic magic, which is sort of rotting the fish before they're even dead. It's very possible. And through that, for example, if someone were to take a curse and they put it in an object, right, eventually that's going to exude out into a place. So if these kids were able to find this necklace and threw it into the lake, it makes sense, right?
That's much power in person.
It would be a very powerful artifact, yes. And if we are able to get a hold of it, I think we should take it back to Nile for anything else.
But it will
Same
consume
hands.
us. It has done
Exactly.
this to the lake. How can we carry that?
I'm kind of like reaches up and taps his chin. Yeah, well, you see, the thing is it could be a gradual expression of magic. So this enchantment that's on it could very well be slowly working its way into the lake. So we might be able to hold on to it for some time and give it over to Niles, who could possibly dispose of it or keep hold of it in a more safe place.
The cave that I've heard of.
I look over to Amari. You have the means to contact Niles, yes?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
So if we're able to find something of that caliber, then I would be able to contact him the moment we find it and let him
Yes.
know that we have this thing we need to give him.
DM. While I'm watching this conversation happen, could I possibly make an insight check on Ahab and his kid to see if they have any more than natural interest in what we're currently
Let's say,
talking?
it's a good idea.
they might be hiding something extra.
If they are hiding something, that's a 15.
No, you seem to guess that most of what Ahab knows is just like tales of what other people have like kind of told each other, and like he might just start remember. He just starts remembering things as it's happening because he
Fair enough.
he seems
But,
to be thinking most of the time.
I'll Fair enough, but all this magic talk doesn't seem to especially catch his interest.
It freaks him out, you can tell.
Ah, okay, so he's one of those guys.
Ahab, how deep is the lake?
Too deep.
Well, okay, but like, if I
How
wanted
deep?
to go fishing, how much line do I need?
About, say, 70 feet.
That's pretty deep.
Any that is down at the lake I can find.
You're not. Most of this is
Like
just
I said,
folk tales.
Right, that could be still tied to a network of caves. I mean, if we're not able to find the artifact, we might be able to find something that could find it in this cave. Who knows? You know. Plus, there could be something entirely different inside these caves. I'm just saying, it might be something that we should look into.
I agree.
So that's decided. Once we get across the lake, we're going to ask some questions around and see if anybody has any more information about the cave system.
Yes, perhaps we should save all this talk for
Are there
when we are returning here.
people across?
Yes, there's villages all around. He said, along the edge of the lake here. So I
There's a
assume
few.
we'll be able
There's a
to
few
find something.
people.
Yeah.
There's like a couple houses kind of scattered
And they
about.
haven't left to go to the festival?
No, all the lights seem to be around.
Okay, cool.
Perhaps that is the intention of moving out here.
You see Mari kind of yawn then, as he takes a step back from the situation. He says, "Well, perhaps we should take watches and let the people that have tapped out some rest then."
I'll take the first
We'll
one.
reach shore in an hour.
Oh, well, that's great then. Do you know if there's any places to stay on across the lake?
No,
That's okay.
my hut only has enough room for me and my grandson. Now, I ain't going back over there, so you have to find somebody else to take you up further to the north.
Not going all the way to the cave system.
No,
How far is it for where you're going to drop us off?
not far.
Very well.
Okay. Do you think we might be able to walk there, or is it too far away? Should we probably rest before?
It's on its own separate island.
I see.
Trees all around it.
Is he dropping us off, or where is he docking? On the opposite side of the lake, right?
Yeah, on the opposite side of the lake, where you guys were picked up from, where the town is, kind of into the
And
more.
So
Just
is there
a lot
like
more.
is there like a tributary that leads off far northward, like farther
Yeah,
north?
yeah.
Okay,
There's it keeps going up, but then like there's this landmass in the middle, and you guys are as you guys are getting closer to the shoreline, you guys can see that short line of the island kind of beginning as it kind of creates a little islet in the middle of that.
Because I remember that there was the lake does continue. So yeah, that makes sense.
Will we be landing near the lighthouse, or is that somewhere?
No,
Oh,
near
we will be.
Okay, yeah. So that lake leads all the way to the Ashkeeper Peaks, right? Can we just say we're
Correct.
busting out a map right now? By the way,
Yeah, sure. Hold
okay,
on.
so
Somebody's
yeah.
got a map.
So how long would it take for us to go from that beginning of the tributary all the way? Is it like all the way back to the Ashkeeper Peaks? Or do we not? We probably wouldn't know that. But that's quite a
Let's
ways.
see.
It's like that might be like a few days worth of like a day or two worth of travel. That whole lake, 'cause that's pretty far, all the way back to the keeps or Ashkeeper Peaks. Yeah. Oh man, that looks like a fucking 2-day trip. It's a fucking riverboat trip, guys.
I will say I've traveled for much longer. With any amount of time, you can make it anywhere. More or less.
Maury nods as he's like sitting there over the map, and he's like, I don't know. It looks like it could possibly be about 2 extra days on the water, but we might not see much action on the river. You know, I doubt those large crabs could fit there. Plus, I mean, I don't know how far back it goes.
Hmm. These Ashkeeper peaks, you said? Is that anything special about them?
Would I know anything about the Ashkeeper Peaks?
Roll a history check.
Sasha's fucked up now.
Ashkeeper, Ashkeeper.
21.
Crap! Hold on. I don't have a good. I don't have a good map. I realized for the Marrow Valley,
That's okay.
but I can look at it right now real quick.
But yeah, the Ashkeeper Peaks is what's separating the Dwendalian Empire from the Jorhas. So if we were ever to cross the Ashkeeper Peaks, we would be in Jorhas, which is the realm that Dwendalian Empire is at war with.
Right.
Let's keep that in
So,
mind.
by all logic, the war outpost would be around there as well. That would be the line?
Not sure if there's an outpost, but there could be something there. I don't know. It's difficult. Here, you can use this map if you want, bigger.
Yeah.
Zooms in on it.
It was Ashgard garrison that got taken, right?
Yeah, but that's farther. That's farther north. Up
It's
I
at the
believe.
very end.
Yeah, we would be quite a ways off. And then again, apparently that tributary goes. It continues down for a while, and then it curves, and then it's connected to the Icefoos River, that's up by Felderwin.
Yes.
So I mean, I don't. The cave system could be somewhere. Probably, I don't know where it could be. You know, like it could be where that curve is, or it could go further down. This map doesn't exactly show, but the river continues further south, and then it breaks off in two different directions, I think.
There is a dash. I will confess, I've never been a map person.
Mar just kind of he nods his head and says, "Well, as far as I can tell, the river goes back quite a ways. I just don't know. We'd probably have to hire somebody or borrow a boat for the time. Looks difficult though. It would.
My cousin has a ship, not a ship, but a larger boat.
Does he go back that way along the tributary?
At times.
That's good news.
I can give him a call.
Okay.
Really, just give him a knock. He lives just over a few houses down that way. Kind of points, kind of south along the shoreline. Or no, excuse me, kind of north along the shoreline.
Mari looks at the direction and nods his head. Well, if he's willing to help us out, we'll happily be able to pay him. We recognize this might be a longer journey, but if it means helping Trostenwald and the lakes here, then and also possibly finding more information about what we're after, then I think we're all willing to do so. And Amari looks around everybody else to make sure everyone's in agreement about that.
No, it was kind of like a small nod. I'm sure.
Only have to be careful. There's been reports of gnolls and goblins being around, spotted.
Okay. That seems we'll have to keep a low profile then.
Common or rarely do they come out?
Right now, these days, it is common. But just
large groups,
they do.
Small forces.
It is uncommon to see them this close. It's tough.
Do they seem to come from one area or?
I don't know. Just know that what I've had, some folk have had attacks. Mainly just goblins and a gnoll. Not too many of them.
What were they after? Is the kill or
Livestock.
they're preparing a
Child.
Do people often transport livestock down this river?
It's how, also, people go about if they don't want to get seen. If you know what I mean.
Oh,
Who might You can get by around the Empire without getting on the roads. And if a good road team, you can get up these rivers.
Where's everybody?
Restarting.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes,
Good to
hi.
go. Amari nods his head and like moves back towards the front of the ship as he seems to be getting in his own head thinking about it. But this look a good idea. So get off the ship. Fuck, where are we gonna sleep?
We could likely find some places. Seems to be thinking about that as well.
So is
Sure.
the lighthouse. We could look
Yeah.
at these.
We can,
There is it.
we can sleep in the lighthouse.
Is it occupied right now? Is there a keeper?
Don't know.
Alright then. Try not to make a mess, hopefully.
Might not be that time of the year where there's somebody working it.
This place is so strange.
And as you watch the shoreline get closer and closer, just you guys beach upon the shoreline, and the night sky kind of like keeps out or is like out and about. And how many days, Licia?
For what?
I'm trying to find out what the moon would look like. I forget.
11. We're about 11 away.
You can see the moon just kind of like almost making a half, like almost trying to make a smile, kind of like cresting.
Crescent? Okay.
Yeah, crescent moon.
Amari's lights just just blink out of existence. So we hit the dock.
Amari, Dominicus, can you see out here? Is everything okay?
I assume there's lanterns lit, right? On the docks and stuff?
Yeah. Well, there's no docks. There's just a
Sure.
like there's a shore, and the lighthouse is just up on the shore.
Okay.
And you just beach up on it.
Yeah,
So
Marcus
would me and
jumps down.
Dominicus be able to see very well? And Marcus, actually.
It's dark. It's those of you with that dark vision is hard.
That is
But,
okay.
Ahab
I will
has
help.
a lantern out, or Jack has a lantern out, walking around helping Ahab.
Yeah, I'll help the rest of them get off the boat.
Yeah.
I'll make sure they don't,
Help me
slip.
drag it off. Come on, come.
So
Oh,
Marcus
boy.
just walks up and starts scouting the area around him.
I have
He's
you,
like-
Ahab.
Heave.
What the fuck to do, bro?
If you guys are helping him make
I'm helping.
a strength check to pull the ship out.
So Marcus is not.
Sick.
Dang, Sir Marcus.
Strongest guy in the party, and he ain't doing shit.
He's just scouting. Like, he has his back towards the ship and just looking out with his hands on his sword.
Red, what do I roll? Sorry.
Strength.
Come
Just
on,
strength
hurry
then.
up!
Yes.
Alright then. Making sure everything is good to go.
Come on, hurry up with that ship.
Yeah, it would be a little easier.
Ahab
if you were
gets
here.
out. And come on, Maya comes over and starts pulling the ship too.
See, Marcus, even my aunt's helping.
That's good.
That's gonna help. Sorry. I think my mic wasn't working.
Oh, no worries.
What's she doing?
Yeah, with everybody, you guys are able to get the boat beached
Can I
halfway up onto the shore.
Can I see something? Because I was seeing if there's anybody or anything.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you are
Oh,
in the
bigger.
dark.
Okay.
Yes.
I rolled a 21 on the Ashkeeper Mountains to see if I knew any information about that. Did I get anything?
If you knew anything about the mountains, ooh.
Yeah, the Ashkeeper Mountains. Because I believe Nahon asked me a question about them earlier, and I can't remember. What did you ask, Nahon? Do you remember?
Whether
The
that
Ashkeeper
was
Peaks,
the
yeah.
front of the war, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, yeah, no, I would have replied now because that's not. It's just a range between the two.
All right. Very tall, then it has to be.
To be the main mountain range that separates the empire to the dynasty, in that there were rumors. You remember hearing stories and rumors of spies and dark elves and beastmen kind of lurking around in the mountains, kind of watching the empire.
Gotcha.
But there's been also a lot of myths and legends of some dragons that would lurk around the peaks as well.
Motherfucker.
Hmm.
Oh god. Fuck.
You say dragons?
No, I didn't say anything yet.
Did you think?
But you're gonna bet your ass I'm gonna mention that before we go that way, though. It's very important to know.
Marcus is keeping watch, and he his head slowly turns, and his eyes are just bulging, just like veins. Did you say dragon?
Oh, you're worse than Dragonborn, dude.
Do I see anything?
Just getting a heroic conniption.
You look around, and it is just pitch dark, but you don't see or hear anything. Just a quiet, dark night.
Do we see the lighthouse from here?
Yeah, it's about 90 feet away from you guys.
Is the light on?
No.
This is an out here, yes?
It is strange that there's no light in the lighthouse.
With a name like Lighthouse, you would think a light is in the house.
Well, if there is nobody living in the house, then there is no need for a light.
But then
So,
this is
the
still a house
season.
if no one lives in it.
Wait.
Hold on.
Are you done with the boat?
Yeah, we just pulled it in.
All right, let's keep moving.
My
Hold on a
answers.
second. You guys have anything?
About how far away is the shore from the lighthouse?
About 100 feet.
All around, or
Just vertically. It's not all around. Well, no. It doesn't protrude out in any kind of sort of way.
Okay.
It's not that tall. The trees are kind of towering over it a little bit too, and some of the building is kind of caved in, except for the stone cylinder that kind of stretches up for about 14 feet tall. There's a lot of moss kind of covering it and making the stone seem very old and used.
Alright, let's get settled.
What did you say? Sorry, your mic cut out, like at the end of your sentence.
And I said let's get settled.
Why not? Yes, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
So you guys head towards the lighthouse, and Ahab and Jack walk over, kind of say to you guys, "My cousin. His name is Aldous. Up there, just around the bend. You'll see his house. It's up against the lake, up against the river.
Just
Then-
give them a-
Tell him Ahab sent you. But you might want to tell him quick because he's a little feisty. A lot younger than me.
Who's that? I apologize.
His cousin? Yeah, Aldous.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yes,
Aldous,
Aldous.
sweetie.
Aldous, should we perhaps head to his cabin tonight and possibly see if we can speak to him? I know it's late, but
Just some mile about that way. It'd spook them. Don't know if they'd be awake.
Yeah, it's probably too late for that. Probably
what should we do for the time being then?
We go to the lighthouse, see if we can.
The lighthouse is on the lake, I thought. Is it not? On the island on the lake?
We're literally like 100 feet from
You guys are right next to
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's go to the fucking lighthouse then. Let's check it out.
So
Yes, I think I like that better.
Marcus is already moving.
Mara's right behind you. He's eager.
Mm.
You walk up towards it, and
Hold on, before we get there, I wanted to talk to everybody else.
Oh yes.
As we're walking, Amari kind of waits for the group to sort of coalesce, like moving together, and he says, "Hold on, I just wrote this somewhere. Where the hell did I put it? Here we go." Amari, he glances back towards Nahone and says, "By the way, about the Ashkeeper Peaks, forgot to mention, seems to pass my mind. There is rumors of the peaks. It says, from what I've heard, it was noted to be a host of beasts or other monsters that seemingly lurk about, but they might just be stories or myths or something. People want to kind of make an image around them because they are very tall and powerful looking. But like I said, it's also known to be hosts of Jorhassian spies that could be there, and last but not least, dragons."
Dragon.
You say dragons?
Dragons with an S on the end, so plural, yes, multiple.
Turns around, Bloodshot. Did you say dragons? I have never seen a dragon.
Neither have I. I don't know if I'd want to, but there has been
You don't?
tales of dragons in the Ashkeeper Peaks. I don't know if they're true. I don't know if they're just myths or whatnot, but I'm just saying it could be notable to know what we're going into. So we might be able to find some
sorts of things has Lucia heard from the vigil about monsters in the Ashkeeper?
Wait, repeat. Like what kind of?
What sorts of monsters has Amari mentioned that there were monsters in the Ashkeeper Peak?
Okay. Make a history check. There are tales of werewolves, werebears, some stories of wereboars as well. A lot of bands of what you've only dealt with a few other people that kind of use powers like you, but other kind of folk that would use blood magic kind of lurk around there too. And folk who not folk, I guess. There has been tales of small wyverns and other little scaly creatures that have been around.
Kobolds?
Yes, kobolds as well.
Presumably because there are dragons around.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of wyverns and kobolds.
Right. So I'm just saying, before we get there, to be aware that there might be something totally deadly that could kill us all. So just saying. But I'm still good to go. Let's do it.
Dying is not on my list of things to do.
Exactly. Plus, now we have Marcus with us, and I think Marcus could take on the dragon by himself. I don't know about you guys, but I think he has it in him. I have faith.
So Marcus just turns and looks at you, turns his head again.
Marcus just gives you like a fucking cheeky grin.
When my uncle tells stories, he always use dragons. I don't know why, but
they're scary. Dragons are very smart creatures.
Kids, yeah.
They're very smart creatures. Few of them, I think it depends on the. I don't know. It depends on the dragon, but I've heard from my uncle. He's spoke of the dragon sometimes, but mainly just like I said, like you said, stories.
Yeah. Always our uncles, huh?
Always the uncles.
Yeah.
Which is fair, why is it always the uncles? But yes, I honestly, back in my old culture, I had nothing of dragons. It seems to be one of those things that just everybody knows about here. It is very hard to get information about them.
Well,
all I know is that they are lizard-like and perhaps just... I'm not sure. They are big and scary and probably kill people, so...
I'm pretty sure the last of the dragons are dead. Sure there's anyone more.
Oh, that
Hasn't
is
been any
disappointing.
sightings for time now. Let's hope they're all dead.
Shame.
Is that a shame?
I always want to see one.
Is they all dead?
Hmm.
I hope so. Foul creatures.
Tilts his head and keeps walking.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, sorry. Got distracted with the jungle there. Well, hell.
Let's give absolutely no context to that, please.
No context references are the best.
Right.
No, I know.
And by the best, I mean confusing.
Okay.
Sniffing the worst drug on the fucking market. Good job,
Alright.
me.
All right. So, you guys walk towards the broken down lighthouse, and then it's pretty much in shambles, where like the house section would be. It looks like you can kind of go in and go part of it, though, still.
I kind of want to just make a circle around the place real quick, just kind of get a lay of the land.
Alright, go ahead.
It's not very quiet, is it? I wouldn't think.
Roll a perception. You're walking around kind of trying to get a listen in on trying to find out if there's anything going on, and you hear some snaps and branches can break, and you look over and you see like one figure that kind of looks like a dog with its eyes just kind of looking at you, and then it just scurries.
All right. What were the eyes like?
They're like yellow.
Yellow. Did they glow? Like
Yeah,
reflective?
They were pretty glowy.
Glowy? Okay. Would I be able to guess what that is, or if it's just like a regular animal?
Yeah, I could check.
If you went around walking with me.
Well, if it's not far enough, I can probably sense it. Yeah.
Oh. Your thing is a 6-mile radius, isn't
It's
it?
a 5 miles radius.
Yeah, you'd be able to still ping it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would.
But you would have to like go out and make a perception roll and kind of get an idea what to ping, because there's multiple different creatures out and about, I guess.
Also, like I said, I think I went out on my own, so I don't even know I saw it.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I won't say anything until mentioned.
No worries.
So Marcus heads straight for the building.
Yeah, Mari's gonna follow behind him.
I will follow them.
After...
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna stick around with Ahab. I'll let you guys go. I'll just stick with the two.
After the creature left, Do I
He
hear
left.
after?
When the creature left?
Yeah, like after it scattered, did I hear any further noises, or was it quiet after that?
No, it was quiet.
Okay. Probably gone then. All right, I'll finish my rounds and come back.
Okay.
Building closed.
It is caved in from the top. The ceiling is just collapsed itself inside.
Still open the door.
There is no door,
Okay.
It's just
but
full of.
you can like crawl in still.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
alright.
crawl? Have to crawl.
Can he do that with the armor he has
No.
on?
He cannot.
Wait,
Or
what's
is
wrong
it-
with the door?
There's
Uh,
no
Is it
door.
blocked?
There is no door.
There's no
but
door. It's
he-
just a big
filled
caved-in
with-
lighthouse.
Yeah, it's like collapsed.
He can
Caved
crawl.
in?
But
Oh.
he can crawl, but it will be.
Is the top of the lighthouse still functional?
Yeah, like the cylinder part of the lighthouse is working, but like the house part that is connected to like the base of it is
Oh,
collapsed and caved in.
Ah.
But it looks like you might be able to still go in and like enter the lighthouse through it. Still, the house itself is not a decent structure.
What Nahan going to try to do is he's going to step back and kind of like try to circle the lighthouse to find any good footholds and handholds that he can use to scale the wall.
So is the door to the lighthouse? Is it from inside the house or go through the house to get in there?
assume so.
Yeah, you'd have to go through the house.
Yeah. So Marcus was just trying to see if he can see anything in the house. Wait,
It's all. Oh, sorry.
yeah. Before he attempts crawling.
How big is the rubble? Is it movable, or is it too large to reasonably
movable.
carry? So if we
It's
spend
probably.
some,
If you spend some time, you can probably move it, and then you'd have an archway, an open way to get through. But you can like crawl through the parts that's like messed up as that too. You wouldn't have to make a check or anything.
but it also could possibly just collapse on us while we're crawling.
I didn't think about that, but maybe, yeah.
I mean, okay, so yeah, seeing Marcus like kind of considering it, I'm just gonna like kind of tap the side of his arm and say, "Perhaps you should let me do it. I am much more easy to get around."
With his serious face, he gives you a nod.
Alright. Yeah, so Nahon kind of with a quick glance up the walls to see if he can't like scale the fucking thing. If not, he's going to try to crawl through, see what the hell happens.
Okay, here. I got a map.
Map time! Woo!
Map time.
Map time!
There we go.
Where's the map?
It's right here.
The map comes.
Is it snowy?
It's not loaded up on stream.
This is the lighthouse.
I don't see it. Ah, there we go.
Refresh. There you go.
I'm also.
Oh, there it
gonna-
goes.
We have to go.
Is this the lighthouse? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I will do exactly that.
All right, go ahead and make a acrobatics check if you are scaling it. Just go, boop, boop, boop.
Be careful.
I could. Is it possible to crawl through the gap? Does it look open enough for me to do that?
Yeah. You can crawl through the house and then go up to the door of it.
You know, just because I want to stretch and I feel like bragging, I'm going to scale the fucking wall.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, you easily kind of go up there, boop, 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 kind of grab on pieces of stone that kind of protrude out. And as soon as you kind of eke your way up, you scale over the small little wooden railing that they had made up there, and you are now kind of like underneath the section of the lighthouse, kind of like the roof section, next to this a large empty fire pit.
Okay, so where am I? Am I still in the house section of the tower?
No, you climbed up. It's not that tall up. It's about
All the way up. Okay.
tall. So yeah, you got up almost full movement.
All right. Looks stable up here. Going to check some things. Going to look for a trapdoor.
You're able to kind of go down the spiral staircase, making your all the way down.
Okay, so there's no trapdoor, just a staircase. Does the lighthouse portion still seem active?
No, because you see a skeleton just at the base of it, at the base of the stairs. Kind of grasping the chest.
Never mind, things are not fine up here, but things are fine for me. Be right back. I'm going to, yeah, I'd like to make a thorough perception check to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
Alright, make a perception check. You kind of like, did you look down the staircase and everything?
Once I'm finished scouring the top platform, yes, I will.
Yeah, it's on the top.
Perception, okay.
And it's like, it looks like the skeleton tried to like make its way out, and when you're looking at the body and kind of looking around, you can see that there's a dagger protruding at the back of the skeleton, as it's just kind of like leaning against the chest with its arm around it.
Does it seem human in me?
It looks to be halfling.
Interesting. Just kind of like give a... Go ahead.
Sorry. And when you... fucking... Fuck you, Amari.
And has... Nightmare Before Christmas crossover episode.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Oh,
God.
The skeleton's name is Jack.
Skeleton. It's the skeleton over here. And you look down the staircase and everything, and you can see kind of buried and collapsed in along with like parts of the house and wood and sections of rubble and dirt is another skeleton, and it's just kind of like one hand just protruding out, stretching out towards like the bottom of the staircase.
Place was collapsed on purpose. Yeah, so this skeleton, what does its race seem to be? Just by a glance.
A halfling.
A halfling, yes.
Both of them?
Oh, the second one? You're not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
Yeah, you're too far away. You have to like go down the stairs and kind of like look at it more. You can see it from up where you are, kind of looking in.
I will be careful, step light, and maybe possibly stealthy as I step down into the abyss.
Okay.
So Marcus is trying to figure out what causes the damage to the building.
Roll a investigation check. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Darkness consumes us all.
Never mind. I'm not.
My yet your vision is becoming true.
That's what Amari sees right now.
Just darkness.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, guys.
Just ignore me. I never said anything.
Oh, you said too much.
Back to you now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I will quietly and carefully step down into the abyss, where people have obviously died.
All right.
No, it's just a Halloween costume.
Wait, are you still in the main building, or are you in the lighthouse?
In the lighthouse part.
Did you climb on top of the roof?
Yeah, basically scaled the roof and scaled the entire thing up.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like
you're
half
from
spider.
the outside.
Yeah. Am I
Shit.
cutting out a lot for you guys?
I was
No,
just
no,
I got distracted.
Okay.
For a second. I was looking at maps.
And you start scaling down the stairs slowly as it spirals down and heading towards the skeleton. And you get up towards it, and you can see it kind of grasping in one hand, like it's stretching out, and in another hand, it's holding a blade.
What kind?
It seems to be a short sword.
I'm going to remain.
It's like bronze, as well as you can kind of see some green kind of reflect off of it.
So it's like it's laying on its stomach, and it seemed to be. Can I just look, just kind of glance? Don't want to get too into depth, but just kind of glance at its back, see if it was like stabbed there, if there's anything broken, shattered, crumbling.
You can see the blade kind of sticking through.
Short sword through the man's back. Okay. Alright, I will be very careful and aware of my surroundings. And I will continue down.
Mars just on
Until I
the
reach the
outside,
bottom.
like looking up at it, like, how do we get in?
Oh, you're looking at the one at the top or at the stairs or the bottom of the stairs?
Both.
The one at the top had a sword in its hand and it was laying on the chest, and you can see a dagger on its back, and the one down at the bottom was holding a different blade, and that was the bronze one, and it was also through its stomach, and it was kind of like with one hand like holding it as it's through its stomach, laying, and like one hand stretching out trying to reach out for the staircase.
I'm impressed by the willpower for the rogue to avoid the chest.
I didn't actually hear about the chest, honestly.
Oh, I thought chest like actual chest of the person.
Of the body, yeah.
Oh,
No.
there's like a wooden. Okay.
There's a
I
wooden
also
chest.
thought that.
I didn't
Like,
realize
yes,
that.
magical items. Yes, probably, maybe, hopefully.
I mean, the last chest we found had a kitten in it.
And I could just use my spell
What?
slots because I don't
Where-
need.
What happened to that kitten?
Oh,
I
yeah,
totally
what happened to the
forgot.
kitten?
Just let it go.
Everyone
I think it's just a
forgot about
the wild cat.
Dude, Mulgore had the cat. That's
Dude,
what
he
would happen.
did.
Mulgore had the kitten, and he left everybody with his kitten.
Dude, he would,
Oh,
he would do
yeah.
that.
The group
Sorry,
pet that
what
everyone
kitten?
forgot we had.
Oh,
I
well,
forgot all
like,
about that cat.
probably for the
ran
best,
away at some
honestly.
point when we forgot to feed it.
No, the cat's got bloodlust now.
I mean, the cat
Oh my God.
anyway,
It's
so
in prison.
Skulls.
It's in prison with him.
was not a fan of Lesta for some mysterious reason.
Anywho,
Yeah, we know why now.
Alright,
Marcus doesn't.
so
how the fuck do we get in?
I will make my way all the way down. Try to find out where
I will let Amari know that Nahone scaled the thing and is looking for
You
a
know,
clear way to for the rest of us.
Mari
So
just looks
Marcus-
up at the top and like squints his eyes, like, "Oh, okay."
I think Sir Marcus was sort of looking at the rocks for a minute. Let's see if he had anything on that.
It's finally gonna walk up from the
You,
beach.
you were not able to discern
Motherfucker.
how this collapsed. You're thinking some sort of like age, wear and tear. You're not sure.
I don't
But,
have no idea.
Nahone, when you get to when you're looking at the bottom, all the rubble and everything's caved in, and it's kind of it's covered half the skeleton down at the bottom, and it's covered the ground, and it's blocked the doorway of it as well.
entirely. Alright. Assuming that it's safe enough for me to jump down, I will. Just kind of step on the rubble carefully, make sure I don't sprain anything. And I will, kind of try to examine the doorway. Obviously, it was just blocked, but does the doorway itself seem to be, like, still operational? Does that seem to have collapsed? Or is it just being blocked entirely by rubble?
It's just It looks to be operational. It's just blocked. Like there's just some dirt that's around it. You think you can like uncover and look in though?
It's the doorway is the doorway that leads outside. Yes.
This is a different doorway.
Oh.
There's two when you go down there.
Oh, okay. Notably, I'm just kind of like
the one in the house you think is probably collapsed because like the spatial direction of where you are. But it's like this one. It looks different. And it's going in a different direction.
I'm gonna kind of like just wipe some dust off the stone with my knuckles and kind of try to look at this specific spot, like around the doorway. How dilapidated does it seem? Does it look like it should theoretically still be standing, or is it as destroyed as the rest of the place? I'm trying to figure out if this place was collapsed on purpose or not.
Make an investigation check.
Will do.
Repeat.
Didn't Ahab tell us that it was collapsed on purpose because the kid died in the tunnel?
Yeah.
This ain't the tunnel, though, is it?
No.
The tunnels under the lighthouse were collapsed on purpose.
You can't tell. It looks like it's age and damaged on its own too, and like structural damage. It's hard to tell. Or if it was done on purpose.
Right.
It looks more to age to you.
I will kind of get on my stomach and peek through what little I can, try to see what's on the other side.
Okay. Now, when you're looking at the one that's like partially uncovered that you can like get to the door, right? So you're trying to peek through and look through.
Yeah, just kind of eye through the doorway. Nothing more than that.
Get pretty close and kind of like dirt just kicks up in front of you. As it settles, you take one eye and kind of look through one side. And it looks pretty dark until you like glimpse over and you see another skeleton just kind of like face up, just eyeing you with his hand just stretched out looking at you too. Almost as if like it was as if it's just looking straight at you. And it's like covered in rubble.
Right.
It looks old as well.
No one's how kind of like jumped when he peeked through and he saw like a skeleton staring at him. Alright, looks back at the other doorway. Alright, enough of this. I'm going to go all the way back up and tell them that everything is clear, but there are some things in here that you would probably want to see, so whatever you're going to do, do it.
Things.
I imagine putting up a rope will not help you in armor, yes?
Is there no other way?
Does it seem stable enough for us to move the rubble out of the way?
It looks like it, right?
Yeah.
All of the rubble is at the is basically the floor. It is all collapsed. There's nothing supporting it. So yes, it will be okay.
Alright, we can move that pretty quickly then.
I could just cast reduce on the three of you.
No.
You can just walk through.
You can reduce the fucking rubbles.
I don't know if I could use it on like rubble.
You can use it on objects.
Might just be one piece of rubble. Is the thing.
Right, it would just be on like one piece.
You can't just mass click select and reduce. Like,
I wish that'd be really cool.
Would be I could use catapult, but I'd like sling it across the room and cause.
Or we could just.
You guys can clear it. It's a lot. A lot of it is some of it is most of it's dirt and wood to just clear off.
Yeah,
dirt. I'll use mold earth to move the dirt out of the way then.
And then we'll just move the rest.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
between Mark
and
myself, we can get the rest of it.
Yeah, I just need a strength roll for the both of you.
I will say, meanwhile they're doing that, I will be checking the chest for traps. We'll be checking if it's locked, and we'll be trying to open it if it's not.
It is locked. Checking for traps. Make an investigation roll, sir.
Do not fear, I can bust that shit open.
What do I roll for?
Yes, Sherlock.
Investigation.
Man, I've
There we
been
go.
keeping this fucking spell in a back pocket, bro.
Shit, man.
That's
Good job.
fact.
I've used that spell one time, I think.
You did.
Just to unlock that one chest we got out of that.
Yeah, you.
Nice.
Oh,
No, oh god.
Darminicus, you kind of you get up and then like Marcus grabs one of the boards, lifts it up really fast, and before you grab it, just smacks you in the face. Just gives you a bloody nose.
Oh, my apologies. Should be
I was
fast.
sticking my tongue out.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you guys okay? I'm calling from the top.
Uh,
Come on, Dominicus,
Don't worry
pull your
about-
weight.
I'm holding my nose.
Let's you make a perception roll.
Hearing or normal?
What do you would like? But hearing.
16.
You start hearing more rustling around in some of the bushes.
They might have company.
What do you mean?
There's something in the bush.
Company.
I glance over by the bushes. Do I see anything? That would be the 10, I guess.
And then,
Make a perception roll.
then I remove my hand from my nose so I'm not snazzly anymore.
14.
Jeez, I hate when I sound like that.
Let me have.
Sorry, DM, but and I was trying to.
Yes, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to see if it was trapped.
Yes, the thing. Oh,
It's okay.
no, it is not trapped. You don't find anything else around it. It is just a normal chest, but it is locked.
Not
And
trapped.
you don't think it's magically locked as well either. So
Right. Yeah, but you guys can do your thing. I have ideas.
but Lesia, you oh sorry.
So Magus sees Lesia said that we might have company. Steps out and throws his sword. Where?
And I kind of point at the bushes where I hear the rustling.
Gets in
Go.
almost.
Do I see anything with that 14 or no? Just
Yeah,
curious.
you see this creature just kind of irk out, just like kind of clatter its bones,
Where, do we see it?
kind of walking forward. Only Lesia right now.
One undead. and
A
then
what now?
One undead.
Undead.
Oh my god.
Prepare yourselves.
I
Marcus,
draw my
what?
sword,
The Walking
Skeleton,
Dead.
what?
activate my Crimson Right preemptively if I can.
Fucking dancing lights popping them out. I can
And
see.
as Nahum, you are kind of messing with the box. The
Mhm.
skeleton next to you just goes,
Ah!
Oh god.
and you can kind of hear the one underneath you just moving.
Oh shit. Okay.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Does my Crimson Right go off?
Yes. Yeah, that still goes off, don't worry. Because you called that.
Yeah, because I was like, if I heard this and I saw them coming, then yeah, I definitely would immediately do that.
No one's scream was in character, by the way. Like he just like jumped back, like what the fuck?
Roll
What?
twice with me for advantage. I'm just gonna roll twice then. Fuck it.
That's okay.
Yeah, and
It might have to be in like the settings of it or something. I don't know.
yeah, that's weird.
Is the turn order showing up for everyone or no?
No.
No, not yet.
Oh,
I didn't put it up. Now it is.
There we go.
Huzzah!
Yeah,
hey,
I
get that
did.
16, toss it out that window.
Man, this bracelet I'm wearing keeps pinching my skin, dude. It hurts.
Oof, I feel that.
Ow.
You guys look friendly. I'm sure they just want a hug.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
absolutely.
I
doubt
want
it.
my skin back. Give me
Such a good-
organs.
It's such a good thing we decided to sleep.
I mean, once we get
I wonder-
inside, this is going to be a fortress.
I wonder if I can cast catapult on one of their heads.
I mean, we do have rubble right
I
here
hope
for
so.
ammo,
That's true.
readily available.
I was just gonna throw a fucking scorching ray out and see what happens.
There's one underneath you, Mahone.
Are there any arches nearby?
Yes, you
At the
could
perfect
probably put
spot.
it over here, and then we can.
Yeah. He'll slowly make his way.
Yeah.
All right. I have a music list, but I will warn you, it is more epic than what is going on.
Dude,
Oh,
face
no.
me!
It's by the sad nature of what we
Treat
have to
every
offer.
combat like it is the final boss.
Honestly, I'm okay with this.
3 stages of fighting.
It
Get
is
some
our
final
epic
boss music in
showdown
here.
with these whatevers.
Final Fantasy up in here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's always intense. Sorry.
All the time.
I mean, I'm into it.
Gas.
Just
Oh.
didn't know if it was gonna be.
I know this song, and I'm okay with it.
All right. And as you all are facing these skeletons that are kind of moving,
Skeletons.
what do you all do? Let's see. Thanks
Uh,
you, not you all. Excuse me. You are
Well,
first.
I am gonna go up here and attack this one because I want to get the drop on it. So I go ahead and run up, swing my lightning coated blade.
Yeah,
17.
that hits. Oh yeah, that hits. And you come up, just like parts of the bone just like, scatter off of the creature, and just
And I believe that's my turn.
no.
All right. So, was the skeleton laying down on the outer edge or the inner edge of the lighthouse?
It was on the inner edge. It was like on the inside part,
Alright.
like on the stairwell.
Got it. So what I will do.
Now it's blocking to the bottom almost.
Yeah. So what I will do is I will kind of, as it gets to its feet, I will lunge back, taking disengage, and I will try to bait it to the edge. I will try to, when it runs up to me to hit me, I want it to kind of be up against the edge so that next turn I could just shove it off.
Okay.
For now, I'm just going to take the dodge action.
Okay, no worries. All right, Darminicus.
Omegas, get behind.
Oh, jeez. All right. First, before that, I'm going to take my longbow out, and I'm going to strike this one right here with my sharpshooter. Since it has not moved yet, I will fire it with disadvantage. I mean, with advantage. Alright.
I will give myself disadvantage.
Yes, I will.
Oh boy.
Yes, I will.
Here we go.
Yes, give yourself disadvantage. Yes. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Okay, fine. You just
yeah.
Take your bow, stretch it back out, like you make that full drawback, and then you let loose the arrow. It sends far and true, and when you hit the skeleton in its head, it just like sticks up against the tree. The head does, and the rest of the body just collapses.
Which one did you hit?
This one right here.
Oh, nice.
Dead.
And then with my movement, I will follow Sir Marx's advice and move myself. Right there.
That's so much damage, dude. Jeez. I totally forget you can like one shot these almost everything. I don't
Yeah.
really
For
get
the first turn, I will do that. 'cause
everything
I would've
else
failed
will miss.
yeah, darn right.
Marcus, please don't leave me.
And I end my turn
No,
there.
I won't.
Please don't leave me.
Please.
So when you kind of hear this thing kind of crawl up,
Here we go.
you hear itself trying to crawl up. You think it's kind of using its sword to prop itself up and climb up as it's just stabbing against the stone, kind of propping up. And it'll get up there in its next turn.
All right, that should be enough.
It has no legs.
No one's looking pensive.
I'll have to put this to mark this. There you go. Listen.
All right.
What?
There's still left a turn.
Oh wait, no, Lesia. No, not Lesia, but Lesia. You are being attacked.
I was like, wait.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Sorry.
He's just building up a dramatic pause.
Right, fair.
Let the artiste work.
Miss Sheet bugged out on me again. So
Do I die horribly? Do these have death touch?
Well, there's a stage before your death, so maybe not. I don't know.
Do these insta-kill?
We're in step
They
one.
touch you?
But this
Insta-kill skeleton.
This thing does swing at you with its sword. It has a short sword and it just goes, wow. What's your armor class?
16, I think.
It hits you for 17 as it just like
A
slashes
million
across your
damage.
body for 8 damage.
8 damage, okay. I was like 17 damage. Whoa.
17 damage.
Wait a second. How much damage? 7?
8.
8.
I hate
Nah.
you.
Nah, I don't think it will be that much. Actually. No damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Fucking
Except-
shield just
oh.
bounces the sword away.
And when it just like the blue energy just like rises up and reflects off the sword. The sword just reflects off of it. And
I got you the back, Lesia.
this guy in the hone is gonna walk over,
Right.
kind of getting itself up against the rail. And it sets yourself up for your action, and it will be a. I would have to.
I take the dodge action. Sorry.
Oh, the dodge action.
So it can attack me.
Yeah, it will attack you.
With disadvantage.
And it misses. It just swings wide.
Alright.
This guy is gonna walk forward. He's gonna go up to Marcus and attack him.
Try.
Yeah. Just reflects off your shield. That like the bones just kind of creak against itself. Lock.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a swing at this guy. Amari, be
All
careful.
right.
Right, looks over right as the skeleton's there. He's like, dude. Well,
Swing.
You come around, just hit its side, and the skeleton almost kind of collapses, but it stays up barely.
Okay, I will action surge. What's up? And hit it again.
Okay. Yeah, that finishes it as your blade just glides straight through the body, just cleaving it, and the bones just shatter into dust when you do. Not shatter into dust, but they just separate
Yeah.
completely from each other. Will that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Amari.
did Lesia already hit that one right there?
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
Okay, hold on. I will cast Scorching Ray. So 3 attack. Gotta find the right one. Hold on. Okay. So 15, 27, and an 18.
All
15
three
will be
on the one?
No, the 15 is going to be
but-
on that one, and then the 27 and 18 will be on that one.
Yeah, that just ends it. The ray just goes, just
Yeah.
burning the whole skeleton into a crisp, and it collapses. And the other one's it hits the skeleton and it almost collapses. It's just like walking, kind of like on its last leg.
Perfect. And then I will I'll end my turn there.
All right, Mayette.
Can Mayette see the one up on the balcony up there by Nahon?
Yeah, you can see him.
Gonna whirl around, kind of do a little slick, and just kind of cast, just kind of point at it and just shoot a guiding bolt at the one up on the.
All right, that hits. You can roll damage. I don't know if it's lagging. Oh, jeez, yeah, you just
I think it's dead.
Ow.
just it Nahon, right before you're about to do your move, it just takes its blade up and then bright like, what's the color of the guiding bolt that you have? Like what? A blue energy?
Yes.
Okay, this like bright blue energy. No, not bright blue. It's like kind of like navy blue energy. Just glides into the skeleton and just explodes it, and it has some like dark blue energy just kind of mists off of the bones.
Oh. All right.
It's dead.
That was pretty good.
This guy is gonna.
Oh, I was gonna bonus action, call out my raven.
All right.
I think you're only gonna get one turn with this thing.
I know. Well, have it go for the one that's over there by Sir Mark. Heck him, little friend. Oh,
That hits. And that it as the skeleton is kind of on fire and some of its bones are just kind of melting off of it, the bird flies over, just in one peck, the head of it just caves in and just collapses.
Don't eat those, I need them. Alright, that's it, my turn.
It is Alessia's turn.
So all of these are dead, correct?
Yes.
Alright. I am going to go inside, check on the home. I guess I'll dash.
Okay. Well, you can't make it in. Well, yeah, you were able to make it inside, but you see when you get like kind of, you try to get on the in the inside entrance of the lighthouse, and that entrance is still blocked though. You got into the house, but
you cleared it all. Oh, okay.
The house part, but not the other part.
Cleared the way into the lighthouse as well. Sorry.
Oh well, yeah, no. You're able. You guys cleared it all through. I guess I'll count it.
Okay. Do I see the other one in there?
Yeah, it's like halfway up the stairs, just like and it kind of turns around and looks at you.
All right. I used my action already, so that's it for me.
Okay. Nahon, you can kind of hear this guy still just crawling his way up.
All right. So I will kind of like look over the edge, yell infernal because it's easier for me. Mayette, I am fine. Take care of the things down there.
They are already dead. Again.
Shit, they are already dead. Wow. I will, in that case, the thing is still headed towards me?
Yes. Well, it stopped right now, and it's starting to look at the doorway.
Alright, might as well take advantage. Dumb question, can I use my bolas as melee weapon?
No.
Fair enough. So yeah, I will approach, kind of just snap and slam my foot into the ground to get its attention, and I will take the dodge action once again.
Okay.
Ready to bait it into a place where I can kick it off.
Okay. Well, it is crawling like the stairs. There's no railing on the stairs, just like kind of like open stairs.
Oh.
And you can look down.
So I can kick it off the stairs.
Yeah, you can kick it off the fucking
Alright,
stairs.
well, I'll run up to it and kick it the fuck off the stairs.
Yeah, alright. You go down, just bop!
Just soccer punt the fucking thing.
You'd have to make a strength roll?
Athletics, and
Or
it gets to use athletics or acrobatics again.
It'd be a shame.
Alright.
Oh yeah, athletics.
Yeah, athletics. Go ahead.
16.
A 9. Nope. It is just, it looks up.
Just redeem you!
Yeah, and bone just breaks as it just collapses. Kind of like exploding in great fashion.
That was a lot more satisfying than it should have been.
You see a bronze sword just laying in front of you now, Alicia.
Kind of look at it. Look up at now. And that is the last.
Really? That was quick.
They were not very well put together.
Fair enough.
Kind of nudged the sword with my foot a little bit.
He kind of grins, thinking she's making a joke, but she's probably not making a joke.
She isn't. They were well put together. They were a hatchet job.
You could say they were chopped up and washed up.
Alright, so I guess combat's over then?
Unless.
Yes.
No, it is.
Okay, so here comes my secret. I'm a ghoul, and I just turning now. Attacking on one.
Yeah.
He caught the zombie virus in the water. Barmeticus is next.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Campaign genre switch time.
Please don't give the
into apocalypse.
Wasteland.
Please don't give the DM too many good ideas. Please.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway, Lesia is gonna leave the lighthouse now and go. Nohon got the ones inside.
Amari's like leaned over slightly. His like shoulders are kind of hunched out as he's breathing heavily. Just.
Are you okay?
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I have thing. Magic. I've been using it too much. Haven't slept in a while.
You're pretty good at it. I thought you were a newbie.
No, well, kind of. I've been practicing my whole life, pretty much. So, but still, you know, perfecting the spells and getting them the way you want them to be, it drains a lot of you, a lot of energy. I'll be okay.
Good.
All right,
Yes,
I drag the one that fell over.
This one?
Okay.
Oh, this one
Okay.
that got kicked.
Are we able to get inside here now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, cool.
So I did just use my thieves' tools to try to open the chest. Does it?
No, not with
I
a
will
9.
Walk in
Alright.
at the same
I'll
time.
put them back.
I'll
I'll put them back.
The lights.
Prepared for loud noise, but we'll
Turn
see.
We'll turn and look at Nahone. Oh, friend, what did you find in here?
Is
Anything of
there-
interest?
Well, those skeletons were not skeleton. Well, they were skeletons. Just not how do you put this?
Like
Undead?
animated?
Animated.
Yes.
They were not animated seconds ago. They seem to be attacked, reaching toward attempting to escape. It was very strange. Also, I kind of like point down to the doorway below where I'm standing. There is another one behind there, and I'm pretty sure it is also alive. Animated.
Oh, Mario like walks over. Huh. I wonder what's keeping them alive here. Seems to be very powerful necromancy. It's not such a small feat to keep skeletons alive like this, or anything.
Agreed. Must be the work of Gedstock, honestly. The river, too. I would think that is his thing.
It could be. The necklace could be somewhere nearby too, as well. You know how it's keeping this area alive.
Perhaps.
Even though the creatures are rotting away, it's odd.
I will be right back for a second. And I will go up to the roof, and if you would allow me, don't have to, I would like to use my thieves' tools again.
Go ahead.
Just kind of out of Amari's sight, yeah.
Okay.
16.
Yes. You're able to pick it as it just.
I open it up.
Breaks.
Take a quick look inside.
You open it, and there is a few papers and then a small little pouch.
I grab the pouch and look inside.
You grab it and look inside of it, and it has a small little shard, and it is black.
A shard. Does it look like it? It is a shard, but does it look like the edges are the same as the gem we saw in the mansion?
No. Like to the ones that is on the thing that you guys all have? No. Because they're all different gems. They all look differently.
They all look completely different.
Yeah, but this is just a shard of some type of gem. And it is opaque. Like, or not opaque, just black, just straight jet.
Okay. So, yeah, if it doesn't seem to be one of those, I kind of pulled the drawstring and kind of put it back in the chest where it was, shut the chest, and all right, we seem to be good.
Is Maya doing anything with these bones?
She's looking at them. Are they all mostly intact? Kind of broken.
Might be a little scorched, I presume.
Yeah. They become detached when they die.
They just fall apart.
They fall apart when you guys just destroy them.
So
I think he mentioned that the skull for this one that Darkminic shot shattered.
It is up against there's an arrow through the eye socket that went through the back of its head, and it's just placed it into the tree, yeah, and the rest of the body just fell off. And
it's the back of the skull.
Gotcha. Okay. Gonna kind of look around and be like, did they find a way in? Hello?
I believe they did, yes.
Anybody up there or in there, dead or alive?
No one is in there. He is fine.
Yeah, I'm coming back down towards Mario.
I saw him kick one over the end.
Oh. Okay, it wasn't like I was going to use those bones for anything, but that's fine. As long as we're just kicking things randomly. No, get out here!
So Marcus is just looking at my head, trying to figure out what the hell that is. What are you using the bones for?
I need them for stuff.
Like what?
Amari.
For like soup or like, reading things or prayers or burying them.
He takes a
soup,
step.
I'm kind of hungry.
Takes a step towards my head. Are you dealing with necromancy?
Because I make soup with bones?
It is
that weird. It's just a stalk.
Lucia's gonna chime in. If there is something you can do to prevent them from being reanimated by whatever magic is in this area, that might be a good idea.
How come she knows so much about dead? Or undead? He's just looking Mayette dead in the eyes now.
I kind of look at Sir Marcus a little confused. It's like, you are aware that the Raven Queen is relatively popular in this area.
What Raven Queen?
Wait, he just said what Raven Queen? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yes. He doesn't seem to know.
What are you talking about, the Raven Queen?
All right, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
It's kind of hard on this armor.
Sit down.
He finds a place to sit. All right. I sit.
Pull out my my book of prayers. Start flipping. Okay, this person. You ever seen her before?
Have I seen her before? Probably not.
No. Well, roll a religion check.
Religion.
Do you study religion?
No.
Has Marcus studied religion throughout his life? Then no.
Okay. I have not.
All right. Have you seen this other black-haired lady that looks sort of like me?
No. What is this?
Okay, that's my mom, and that's my mom. Really? Mom? Get it?
You have two mothers.
Don't you?
No, nobody has two mothers.
I do.
Why are you taking me for a fool?
Why are you being stupid and not understanding it's possible to have two moms?
How can you have two moms?
How can you not have two moms?
Because you only come out from one belly.
You are aware of adoption, right?
Oh. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
That's it. Like, I'm adopted. I have two moms. What's the big deal?
You know what? You make my brain think weirdly. Everything about you I don't understand.
The Raven Queen is a goddess. She deals with the undead in the manner of she wants them all destroyed. They are an abomination.
Okay. What does it have to do with her?
Presumably.
Fine, you want the whole story? And I can tell you the story. I mean, I think I told the others.
Please, enlighten me.
Not the fun story. Okay, so I was adopted by angels, and they made me read all this boring crap about like agriculture and praying to like the sun and love and peace and spreading joy, and it's really, really dry and boring to read for like 120 years. They made me read it over and over, and I didn't get to have any fun. So eventually, like, I started wandering around, outside the temple, like down in the restricted section and stuff, and I found these really cool books with like runes and everything. And then like people started like teaching me like, hey, you need to learn this stuff because sometimes people can come back if they're dead, if they're like angry, and you don't want to have angry dead people chasing you. So they started teaching me things, and then I found this book, this book right here, in my mama's stuff, and one day she just kind of disappeared, but I still have this book, so I'm just kind of looking for her, and a lot of what I know just kind of comes from my mama.
So Marcus has an impression on his face that says, "What is going on? You
understand.
Have been
Adoption?
adopted by angels."
Yeah, what's so weird about that?
Sorry, what did you say?
Okay, am I the only one that thinks this is a little bit odd? Or
No, I
are you
think
all
this is
crazy
okay.
like her?
Alicia makes
I
no
mean, look at
comment.
me. Honestly, it just says with like shit-eating grin. Like,
Oh, next you're going to suppose I'm really not that old.
No, you are. How can you be?
What? I'm not 130 something years old? Stop counting.
No tiefling can get that old, right?
Really?
Is that a normal age for tiefling? No, right?
You'd be like 180.
Oh, okay. But
But they also age like a human does.
They
for
age
the
like a
most
yeah,
part.
so you can tell, right? But she looks really young.
Not super young.
You do not
I'm
look
going
like
to get
130.
Eh,
And it's impossible to
Makeup.
be adopted by angels. I believe that you could be adopted.
You've never seen an angel before?
No, how can I see an? You say it like it was a normal thing. It
Well,
is
yeah,
not
I mean-
normal.
Pretty normal.
Are you insane?
So?
He looks at Licia, see if he can understand some of it. Am I?
She just kind of shrugs.
I'm not out there. I'm inside. By the way, is there a lock on the hatch that leads further down, Big Red?
No, there's just more rubble, a lot
Okay.
of rocks and such that are just blocking everything
Would
down.
I be able to
and
lift up the hatch?
I understand this perfectly.
It's caved around, and there's a lot of stuff covering all of it.
Okay.
You can look through it.
Nah, I will do that then.
Make a perception roll.
Perception or investigation?
A perception if you're looking. Well, I'll allow both.
I would. Yeah, I kind of want to move it around with my hands, trying to get down to the hatch.
So as you're trying to like look around, you stick your head kind of like in the spot where the hatch might be to get further in, but as you cannot notice, they've caved most of that section off, but you can kind of see through some of the boards.
Okay.
And you see something there, but you don't know what. You can roll a perception though.
Can I? Okay. Fuck.
You look through, and it's hard to see what it is. You don't know, but there's some sort of strange silhouette.
Silhouette. Like humanoid shaped?
Yeah.
Or... Okay. So there's no way I can open the hatch to get down in there.
It's all caved in, and there's shit all around in front of it and behind it, and like the hatch itself, there's like rubble that's on the side that you're on the other side. It's kind of covering it all.
So
You
would you
could
say
like
that I could like move it out of the way. Can I use mold earth to move it out of the way?
you could if you want, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then. While they're outside talking, I'll just be moving like the rubble away from the hatch.
Okay. Start moving most of the rubble around, and you're able to now see the door. Like the doorway is more clear and everything, but when you move the rubble, this like the silhouette comes up against the doorway and just
Oh, shit.
What the?
kind of
Or, like,
making
takes a step back.
clacking bone noises.
At this point, so Marcus is like, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna go inside the house. I'm not gonna talk about this. Waste of
Guys,
time.
no!
What the? Oh,
There is
okay.
something trying to come up from the bottom. I moved the rubble out of the way. There is, I think, another one of those skeletons trying to come up out of the hedge.
Lucy has her sword out and is moving over to the hatch.
What's going on?
Did it break out of the hatch, or is it still?
It's still stuck, but you can hear it just.
Oh, you found something.
Okay, I think you two can handle this. Yes. Also, why were you yelling at me, Mayet?
Why'd you go in there by yourself?
Because it was a good idea.
You and I are going to talk later.
Okay.
Okay.
Marcus is now looking at Nahum to see his expression. Like he just said yes right away. It's like he's not getting Mayette at all.
How do you think he got stuck there? I mean, like his head's still in place and he's still squirming around.
Who
About
cares?
his
Let's
size.
chop it off.
It might be the teenager that was trapped down there.
Maybe he's just hungry and he'll go to sleep if we feed.
I think he's hungry for us.
We are talking about the.
Okay, Alessia.
He draws his
Alessia,
sword.
I'm going to open the hatch, okay? And as soon as I do, I need you guys to hit.
What the hell's
to,
going on in here?
sever its
You guys
spine or
outside.
something.
Yeah,
Feel
I'm
like
basically
things are
holding
going
my
on here.
action to attack this thing.
Yeah, same die.
I'll walk over to one of the clear sides of the hatch where they have an easy place to swing, and I'll grab the little metal lift, and I'll just wait for a second. I'll give them on my other hand, I'll do like a countdown from 3. When I hit 0, I'll just rip it open.
All right.
Yeah, so Marcus
As
having
soon
his
as they see
shield
something
forward.
undead, I stab.
Yeah, I have his. So Marcus having his shield ready, and then the sword on top of it, ready to stab it.
All right. And on your countdown, Amari. You did you want to do the countdown?
Yeah, I'll be like okay, 3, 2, 1, and I'll lift.
And then you both just you that misses actually. That hits. That
Okay.
ends it right away.
Oh,
Alessia,
nice.
Marcus missed, but then Alessia just goes, just lops its head off, and
No,
it just collapses.
she hit it first. That's why I missed. I didn't miss. It was just dead when
Yes.
I hit it.
No, you
It
missed.
was dead.
I
when
never
hit it.
missed.
No, you
I'm
missed.
pretty sure she hit it first.
Marcus can insist all he likes, but we all know what happened.
Right, nice. Alright, well, once the skeleton's dead, I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights again, and is there a ladder down? How deep does it go? I'm gonna just cast Dancing Light, basically, and make it float down the hatch that leads further down.
It goes pretty far.
Pretty far. Is there a ladder down?
There's somewhat of a ladder.
I will get on the
There's,
ladder.
there's when you start going down, the ladder kind of stops about like 6 feet.
6 feet? Okay. Well, then I'll get on the ladder and go down with my dancing lights following me, so I'm able to see.
I go with.
Okay.
All right. As
Should we make sure that these do not get back up first before we go?
Is there a way to do that?
Mayette can.
Oh,
She's brought it up before.
Yeah, we could help round them all up.
Yeah, I mean, if we round them all up, I'm sure we could probably make them go away.
is it enough to burn the bodies? Stop them
They're
from
not really fleshy. I mean, they're kind of.
bones will still disintegrate eventually.
Yeah.
If the fire is hot enough, yes.
Hmm.
Turns to ash. Into ash we become.
Hmm.
I'll think of
Whatever is
Yeah, I'll think of some.
All right.
I don't
Just
think they're
do not
going
want
anywhere
them.
real.
No, probably not. But I would rather not take any chance.
all right.
So did
So-
Amari go down the hatch, or did he not?
Yeah, me and
Amari's going down,
Alright.
and as you guys are going down, and everybody's setting up stuff, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Alright.
I need to eat my buffalo wings. All right, Amari, you're starting to crawl your way down, and oh wait, We're back, everybody. Sorry, should have started off with that.
Hey,
We're back, everybody.
I'll follow them, by the way.
Yep. And as you are going down, Amari, make a athletics check as you kind of feel the ladder that you're going down just kind of start to kind of loosen up and break.
Well, never mind then.
Oh shit! I'm on that
Start
ladder
going
too.
down. Just you fall straight in the darkness.
Shit.
Wait, I'm on that ladder too.
Oh, well, no, it was before you could get on it.
Shit. I'm going after him.
Shit.
Do we have some rope? We could just lower it.
Amari!
Oh, right.
You fell.
Ah! Oh!
You are alright?
Are you okay?
You take 11. You take 11 damage as you just collide straight on your back. Just
Yeah, give me a sec. Hold on, real quick. 1 sec, just 2 seconds. I'm awake, but I'm not gonna be. I'm not responsible. I'm just laying there like, oh.
Alright, yes, let's just get the rope now.
Alright, I'll search my pack for the rope. And
Mari, is there anything
Alright,
down there?
yeah.
Anything moving?
Do I see anything moving?
make a perception roll.
Oh, is it?
How dark is it?
It's pretty dark. It's fucking pitch black.
But he has the dancing lights.
I
Did
assume,
the-
hold on, let me see.
Did the one? Did you have? Do you have the one that kind of followed you?
Yeah, my bad. Hold on. Shit. Well, no. Well, it wouldn't matter because if I had them active, but if I would have hit the ground, I might have lost concentration. So let me roll one without disadvantage. Something that matters. They're still up.
Yeah, they followed you, so you're able to see around with light. And roll that. You can tell that you are in a like another kind of larger kind of cave. It kind of narrows down into another tunnel on the other side from where you're at, but you are just in this like dark, mysterious kind of place.
Okay, how far up
And-
are they? Does it look?
how much
About
slack is in the rope? Because I lowered the rope to him.
I'd say it is about 60 feet.
Mm.
Oh, he's down 60 feet, so the rope doesn't
Yeah.
even make it all the way.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Oh,
Man,
he
I took
rolled
11 damage
low
from
roll.
60 feet.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was like a
Worse.
most of the rolls were a 1 and a 2. So you got lucky.
Wow.
Lucky son of a bitch.
You could have got knocked out by that.
That sure hurt
Really?
a lot.
He's like rolls over onto his side, like pushes himself up off the ground. I don't see much. There is a tunnel that continues further down.
Here, I have a
God,
rope of
I'm
my
in so
own.
much pain.
Here, I'll
And look
tie
at the
mine to
rope.
Alessia's.
I can't see the bottom, can I? Or he has lights down there,
Yeah, he has
right?
lights.
I have
Can I
vision
see
60
that the
feet,
rope
so
doesn't
I
quite reach the bottom?
You can see it's like almost just like there, but not quite.
Right.
Here, I have my own rope. Let's tie together, yes?
Yes, but we should be careful if we go down there and something happens to this rope. We might not be able to
course.
get back up this way.
Amari, with your perception roll, you start hearing like little footsteps
God damn it.
and
From what direction? From the
coming
tunnel?
from the tunnel
Okay.
now where the
or
heck?
the other opening.
Fuck, I don't know if I should say anything. I'll pull the lights back towards me so they're kind of coalescing down like at the towards my feet so it doesn't spill out as much, and I'll look up at towards the top of the hole. There is something down here.
Alright, we should hurry. And
Wait.
then
Is it
I-
near?
Something is approaching. Come on, quick.
Alright, fuck this, I'm going down. Here's the rope.
Yeah.
I'll hand the rope to something real quick and then basically rappel down as quick as I can after the rope's attached to something stable.
Okay, so Lessia's going down first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to?
Yeah, well, you have to roll to tie the rope up. So make a survival check.
I'll help her with that. Give her advantage.
All right.
Take your.
Well,
See if
did you
you
say
remember.
guidance?
Yep.
Okay, so an extra D4.
She's right there watching you guys do it.
Yes.
16.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, you tie the knot pretty good on the one of the poles nearby.
Raven Queen guides me.
Yeah.
Does she?
I didn't actually say that in character. Sorry.
I know.
And you start rappelling yourself down. Amara, you can start hearing footsteps, just a little, and then one that's like, and it sounds more like a dog.
Amari, dodge! As I start coming down after.
About how far down am I now?
With your movement, you're like 30 feet. You're halfway
Yeah.
through, and Amari, you start seeing light come out of the archway of the other side of the cave that you're in. What do you do?
Well, remember what I taught you.
Light. Do I see any shadows?
Yeah, you see some shadows.
Okay, how big?
They look bigger, but you can see that it's humanoid.
How narrow is the passage into the tunnel?
Pretty hard to say. It's well, like on the opposite end you're talking about.
Well, the direction they're coming from.
About two. It's wide enough for two persons to walk through.
10 feet across. Okay. Shit. Let me see. Hold on. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna kill my lights. Actually, my dancing lights. I'll kill them real quick. Because they're bringing light in, so I'm just gonna kill the lights and then move over to one of the walls and try to hide.
Okay. Roll stealth.
That was almost a 1.
So you just I saw that too, and you just kind of perch yourself underneath one of the sidings.
Just breathing heavily because I'm tapped on spells, and I just fell 60 feet and almost broke my back.
You can hear Lesia just kind of crawl her way down some rocks and pebbles, just kind of just fall from from above.
Yeah, so Marcus
making that little.
is holding the rope as well. Firm.
Okay. And as she's being repelled down, Amari, you can now hear this and little pit patters of feet just walking, and then some words of abyssal. There's things in the cave, and they are coming around, and they're speaking in abyssal, and you don't know what's going on other than that. But Lesia, you're crawling down. You start to hear some mumblings and growlings as well.
Okay, do I make out the abyssal?
You can make a perception check, but first you need to make an athletics check.
I will follow her pretty immediately.
I'm holding the rope. Does that give any advantage?
No.
Why am
It
I
is
holding the
her
rope?
own,
Uh-oh.
just in case
Why are
it
you
breaks.
holding the rope?
Okay. Yeah.
It should not be an advantage, I think.
Oh no.
You start, you slip for a second, your foot just, and the rope just jumps down and you just kind of grab it, just kind of having it slide throughout your hand for a bit. But Lesia just kind of stop right in front, right before you hit the ground, and you're just kind of suspended.
Can I make an athletics check to follow her?
I'm tied up. Is that what you're saying?
You're not tied up. You're just suspended. You're suspended they caught you so you wouldn't collapse and fall. But
Just drop to the ground safely then.
yeah.
Okay, I will do so, and then I will make that perception check.
Okay.
At 20.
Oh,
Whoa!
Do you know Abyssal?
I do.
You're able to hear goblins kind of speak to each other, and they're just like,
Yeah, I did something. Something over there.
I make the finger shush motion to Mari, and then I kind of like look around for somewhere to hide, and then I will attempt to.
okay, roll a stealth check as well.
I was following her pretty immediately. Is it possible for me to do the same?
You jumping out, or you rolling, you sliding down on the rope?
Sliding down, and upon seeing her stealth, if you let me, I'd do the same thing.
Yeah, you can go right after. You slide on out. You slide down. Yeah, you don't fall, and you're stealthy as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you're able to kind of glide yourself down and get right next to Lesia. And like Amari is just like 5 feet away from you guys, just up against the wall or up against like kind of like the siding of the cave.
Good.
Dominicus, you're up next.
What? I was just watching the door. Ah, crap.
Get down there.
All right. And
And then like you guys hear the goblin.
I heard something. You didn't hear nothing.
Says like the other one.
No. I heard something. Well, go look. Damn it. We'll be back. Gotta go keep walking. Okay.
Like you guys hear like foot patters just patting off. Like one of them just starts patting a little forward.
No one just very slowly unsheaths a dagger.
Out of line of sight from where this thing possibly is coming.
It's hard because you kind of like you're in a little bowl or a little dip where the tunnel kind of goes down. So you're just kind of underneath, and you can't really go around him. But if he turned his back, then you would be able to get up to him without seeing him.
No one is going to wait for a good moment, whether he comes closer or does turn his back for me to sneak up. Any chance that I can get to assassinate him.
Leslie's gonna have her crossbow ready. If Nahon fires, then she's gonna fire as well.
Okay. The little goblin walks over and has a torch and a shield in its hand. Yeah.
It's alone, correct?
Hmm?
You said it's alone?
Yes, there's just a one.
Alright.
It kind of walks a little closer. Yeah. And turns around. It kind of the torch light just goes right over you guys, but he misses.
It's turned its back.
Yeah, it's turned its back, yeah.
So Nahon is just going to give a minuscule nod to Lesia, and I'm going to stealth out behind him.
Okay. You gonna attack him?
Yeah, just straight up Assassin's Creed. Just stab him in the throat with the dagger, cover his mouth, try to make him not scream.
Do it.
Advantage? Because he doesn't see me?
Yes.
Yeah, Lesia's gonna help with her own short sword since we're not doing it from range.
All right.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Considering it's no longer active. Oh,
There we go. Oh.
Well,
So Nahon just comes up, has his mouth over it puts his hand over its mouth, and it just goes, Rah! Like the dagger just goes at its neck, and it just kind of gurgles for a second, but squirms. And then Lesia, your sword just goes right through its its liver, straight through its chest, and then you just draw the blade out, and it is dead now.
Very, very dead.
It is very dead.
I'm going to drag it back to the space where we were hiding in order to hide it from the others.
Okay.
Now throw it in a hay pile.
Right?
I'm gonna check for Goblin for any stuff while he.
You can investigate him. Roll investigation.
Can I help?
Sure.
Alright, advantage for you.
I just turned it on. Fine. We're all good.
Mine is pretty bad.
22.
Yours is better. There you go.
You were searching around the goblin. It doesn't have any information on itself other than a few gems that probably accumulate to 30 gold worth of gems. And then it seems pretty heavily armored. It has not heavily armored, but well armed, I guess is the term. It has a little helmet on. It has a shield, and everything seems to not be as makeshifty. It seems to be proper and kind of fit for them as well.
Holy shit!
It's very it's starting to turn orcish in style.
Its weapon?
Yeah, their weapons and shields and armor. They're starting to have some influence from some other craftsmen.
And what's its weapon?
Its weapon is a little short sword.
Wait.
And it seems very well made. It seems orcish as well.
Alright, I will pocket the weapons. The orca short sword, you said?
Yes.
Is there a shield to go with it or no?
Yes.
Okay. Was that also orcish in design?
Yes.
We seem to be clear. Shall I scout up ahead?
Let us wait for the others to get down.
Alright.
Are you sure I should go down there, Marcus? He's still right there with him. I'll take your silence as a yes. I'm gonna climb myself down. Because I feel like he's staring at me intensively. Like he said, yes, I told you already. So I'm gonna start climbing down.
Karun, do you hear us?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay.
Sorry, I got just.
Okay. Good, perfect.
And as you start scouting ahead, Nahon, you start hearing.
I'm gonna wait until they're all down, then I'll scout it.
Oh, okay. Do you get to the edge of the tunnel, or on the other side of the room, or the cave that you guys are in?
Yeah.
When you get to the archway of it, you start hearing running water.
Is it rushing water, or is it
Mm-hmm. It is rushing.
Wait, Mayette and Sir Marcus are still up there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man, I've been collecting bones, trying to get them all ready for the gentle
No.
ritual.
No one would wait until they're all down here, if they come down.
But yeah.
Okay.
Then they'd be waiting a really long time.
Yeah, it'll only take a minute or so.
But yeah, come on, get down there.
Putting these bones away. I don't want them to come back.
Then we kill them again. The others might need us.
All right. Whoever's down there, don't stare at my dress. Start going down.
Sure.
Oh.
You sure this rope's okay? Safe? I don't know what the heck.
It's pretty good, yes.
I hear you down there. All right, I'm getting
Yep.
closer.
Watch your step. You do not see in the dark, yes?
If you're coming down the rope, make an athletics roll.
All right.
Not step on the goblin.
Yeah, the goblin's like right underneath the rope.
Oof.
It's there to be a squishy fall.
And you slip,
Yep.
knocking into Darmanicus right at the last second, right before he comes down.
About as well as I could have hoped for.
This were there would be various situations that could occur.
I think.
By my aunt.
Oh no! I think we've been
Repelling
watching.
in a dress. What could possibly go wrong?
I think we've been watching too much anime.
Are we damaged?
Probably. No, you guys are fine because you guys collided into each other. It was right when Darmanicus was done. But who else is making their way down? Has
So
to
Marcus
roll.
is up there, but he wants the rope with him, so he cuts it off and starts to climb down.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. He started climbing down.
Not again.
Okay.
So, athletics?
Yes.
He just cuts the ropes and walks away. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. I'm going down fast.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
With all your weight, you get down. You just slide through the tunnel. Phew!
Yeah.
20 damage.
20 damage.
You just collide into the ground.
I should have fucking taken the rope, just took the jump.
Oh god,
How
this got worse
How
than
much would have that been?
Would have been worse.
Still not bad for 60 feet.
Presumably, it wasn't the full 60 feet.
Slide it down too fast.
Still hurt, but alright.
Alright, with that, I will
help Sir Marcus get back up. Also, the goblin is probably crushed right now.
Yeah. The rest of the body just kind of exploded.
Nice.
It's
Don't
in my
gotta
mouth.
worry about it.
You got the goblin on you.
You're a mess now,
Good.
Sir Marcus.
Yes.
As you
Oh,
were-
Oh,
yeah.
did I land on the fucking goblin?
Yeah, you landed on the goblin. It was right underneath the rope.
Quite squishy.
He got
In
up,
fact,
but-
I would say it.
Okay,
It
Well-
it broke your fall a little. I think.
it did. Now it's broken.
Is it?
I would hope it is.
Even if it came back, I do not think it would go anywhere.
No, he won't be able to walk. Look at his legs.
Though magic might get around that. Maybe. Regardless,
Mm.
there are more down here. We should.
My
Right,
armor-
scouting ahead, doing that.
My armor's full of goblin blood now, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
For me to taste it, yeah.
What? Taste-
Splatter all over the place.
Are you eating that?
I'm just
That is disgusting.
I'm not eating it. I'm like bleh kind of thing. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
it's because it's dark, but I'm like yeah kind of
We
face.
know what it is.
yeah, I've tasted this. With that, he just walks. Like,
We killed the goblin. We put it there. We know what it was.
Exactly.
Oops, sorry.
Regardless, there are more down here. We need to be careful.
shall I scout ahead and make another stealth check, or shall I use the?
Do I hear any noise coming from these goblins after the racket from Sir Marcus falling?
Make a perception check.
22.
You can hear some footsteps coming by.
Are they getting closer?
They are.
Never mind. I think they are coming to us.
Oh,
I'm
excellent.
scared.
We can set up ambush, yes?
I could fog the room, drop it, and just,
For brevity's sake,
I'm not sure
This
if
is
that's really necessary.
that's the little cave that you guys are in, right there.
There it is.
Outside of the ring is the other section that you guys can't see yet, or some of you can't see. Those of you with dark vision can see, but you can hear the running water very prominently.
And the goblins are coming from this direction, question mark?
You can see some light coming from there, yes.
Alright, digging up at the corner. Gonna stealth the crap out of this one and stab him when he comes around.
Okay.
I got my crossbow ready.
My shimshot is time.
Anybody else have anything ready? Dominicus, it is dark. It's pitch dark, but you start hearing water just. It's kind of making more noise than anything. It's hard for you guys to hear.
Sorry, just for the context of room, we came in from this thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, came from above this area.
All right.
And then you guys are faced with all of this, and it goes into more tunnels as well. You can see that you can hear the water and kind of see some glimmers of water continuing to rush over here.
Water's flowing in this toward this way.
Yes.
Had a map all this time?
But as it is continuing, and as you guys are about to walk up, Sir Marcus, you start going a little forward. You see the light come out.
Do I see them?
Yes. You start to see them as they come towards the entrance.
I poke Dessia and Dominicus over there.
I see. And then I am ready to fire.
Once they get close enough to stab or shoot, I will do so.
Yeah, I'm basically waiting for the horn to go off, and then I'm gonna shoot this.
Okay. Dominicus, you can see them because of the torches as well. They all are all carrying torches.
Yeah, if they're carrying that, then I'm gonna prepare myself as well.
Yeah,
and shoot like an opposite one.
So Marcus takes a step forward. Okay, let them come for me.
Okay, stabbing time?
Yeah, as soon as this one walks over, this guy goes over here, and this guy over here. He kind of walks around in the corner, and you see his foot and his whole body now. Nahon.
Alright, stabby time.
Nice.
Go ahead.
18 damage.
It goes. Wait. You just rolled sneak attack.
Yep.
Wait, what was your...
22.
There is it. Okay.
I'm assuming he didn't see me.
He did not. 15 damage, 19 damage. Oh my god, okay.
I mean, I hit the null with the 11 damage.
So, okay, damn, hot damn. You weren't doing your sharpshooter thing, Dominicus?
I wanted it to hit, so.
Okay.
That's why.
Fair.
And in a blink of a light, blink of an eye, just you guys launched your arrows and your crossbow, and Nahon, you came around, just hit the one in the neck and drew the blade out across, and it just collapsed in gurgling on its own blood. And the knoll just looked up, sees the boat just hit its chest, and it just holds onto its chest for a second, and it's just like, and it's still up, but the goblin is dead.
Keep it from. Oh, I thought you meant this one, the one that took 6 damage.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
No, he is still up, as well as there's an arrow in him, and he's like, ah!
Oh, fuck.
Alright, initiative time?
Yes, roll an initiative.
Is the alternative
Wow.
cleared?
What is with me lately?
Whoa, dude.
Ooh, I didn't roll good either.
Fine. I am running low on spells.
Join us.
I don't think you need too much more, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
but
I didn't
my
press
turn
it.
comes around,
Oh
I think.
my gosh.
Wait,
That
what
was with
happened?
advantage.
Did you click your thing? You didn't click it? It's okay. I'll edit.
Alright.
But remember to give yourself 5 lashes.
Eyelashes, so it looks ridiculous.
Oh yes, benevolent DM.
I'm already cursed with long eyelashes. Yeah, it always like dirties my glasses.
Yep,
Hmm,
I have the same curse. And in
That's
the
gonna
summer, the
suck.
tips get dyed orange because they're too great.
They go on. They get little highlights. I tell you.
They literally do.
See, I have a thick forehead, so whenever summer comes out, I just have the anime thing going on where my eyes are just constantly covered by shadow, so it's great. And that doesn't happen. So, otherwise everything would suck.
I'm still working on the reflective glasses trick.
Yeah.
I can look menacing.
Okay. Damn, the goblin got a nat 20 on his initiative
Ooh.
roll.
Well, okay.
Crazy.
And as soon as this happens, we're gonna put on some music.
Music.
It. You used all your spells now, Amari. Now you can't do anything in these caves.
Oh yeah, Amari's like leaning up against the side of the cave right now, like. He's about to drop. Like, vision pulsing, dude. Everything's going white. He's about to drop. But boy, will I tell you, he ain't giving up.
This goblin is gonna start running. It's like,
Yeah.
Coward.
I wish I had the cartoon running or the fucking run sound.
Nahon.
I will step out from out here, kind of just put a foot on the goblin's corpse as I reach out a wrist, not towards this dude, but that dude, and I'm gonna take a shot right at his back.
Do it.
Actually,
Do it, you Assassin's Creed motherfucker.
Fuck yeah. Could I possibly do my insightful fighting first?
Sure, isn't that an action?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus, okay.
My insight versus his. Okay, he's not beating that.
I ain't gonna roll. Yeah, you get your
Fair enough. 12.
You just hit him, you lucky son of a bitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this
12
guy.
AC, okay. Yep, lag, that's fine. 11 damage.
Yeah, it just runs out, so you hit it in its face, and it just takes a few steps, and you just see the body just disappear.
Loads it back up again, kind of glares at the one next to him.
The Noel's just like, "Ugh."
Alright, that's my turn.
It looks like it's gonna attack you.
Yeah, fair. No one is just glaring at it, completely serious.
So Marcus is just gonna ready himself up and just run down to Nahum. And then he's gonna swing.
Yeah, you swing, you go horizontal straight through it. Your blade almost cuts it in half as you just gut the beast, and it just falls over.
Foul creatures.
I'll leave the intense music on because it's not
done yet.
Here. But combat is over.
I'm immediately going to chase after this thing.
Okay.
And I thought it just fell forward and died.
Did it die, or did it turn a corner? It died?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes. Sorry, you turned. Wait. Yeah, it died. It got shot in its face, and you just see the body slump over.
Okay, all right.
It disappeared. The body disappeared. You don't know where.
Is there running water right there? That's
yes.
the actual thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Marius immediately after he hears the running water, you watch as he's doubled over kind of after because his back's in fucking pain. He immediately runs over to the edge of the water there and drops down to his knees and starts taking the water to splash it up into his face. And then he just kind of sits there for a second, resting his hands on his knees. And he's gonna look down at the water and at his own reflection, just breathing heavily.
I'm watching over Amari just to make sure he doesn't himself through.
Fall in.
Yeah.
Or there's something in the water.
Oh god. You guys see anything in the water? Is it clear water? What's it like?
It's brown.
Am I able to see my reflection?
Yes. What was the investigation check for, Lysias? Sorry, there was a lot of stuff happening in my house just a second ago.
Came out right above it, where I was checking to see if the bolt that I fired was salvageable. Looking like a no.
There's other than his weapons and armor.
Oh no, I was looking for the crossbow bolt I fired.
No, it broke.
Alright. In that case, does the 6 carry over onto the rest of the investigation then? Where I don't really find anything?
Yeah, you don't find much other than just weapons.
Are they as nice as weapons? Or the same?
They are as nice. They are orc made as well. These they're starting to have unification in their armor.
I kind of hand them to Sir Marcus. He might wish to hold on, just in case.
Yeah, he takes them. Was it?
I don't know what weapons these had because they never got a chance to attack.
It was like a long sword version of an orcish long sword, and then there was a short sword, orcish short sword from that one.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Is there anything down this path, or is it a dead?
Where? Which path? Sorry. No, it's just all cave. There's nothing there.
Okay, same for here.
Yeah.
So this thing only has one entrance.
Here, anything?
That's the only entrance. You can try to go here. The water is deep though, however, you can probably tell. You're not sure if it's 6 feet to 9 feet deep, but it is rushing really fast and it's strong. And it is clear. It's clear water, Amari.
Okay. Do I see anything in the water?
Make a perception check.
I am going to go over by Amari and I'm going to be careful. It is likely that this river leads to.
Yeah, I got him. I'm holding his waist kind of thing. Not too hard, but just lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Gingerly.
Yeah, gently.
All right. Yeah, you stare into it, and you don't see anything. You don't see the bottom either, but then something just crosses through your vision, and it just continues down throughout the river or throughout the tunnel, or throughout like the stream. Yeah, something just passes by and it just shoots down that way, continuing.
Mari's head
Going
like
down
turns
that
in
way.
that direction. Oddly enough, that I didn't see what it was. I'm assuming.
No, you didn't.
Damn it.
Well, careful, don't turn too fast.
There was something in the water.
Yes.
Mari like pushes himself back that way.
Likely headed into the lake. One of those crabs, maybe, or
I don't know what it was. It moved too fast.
probably not a crab that that fast.
Can I make a perception check?
I think it's already gone.
Okay,
Almost.
Yeah, it was moving pretty quick.
fair enough.
But you can though, still, if you wish. I won't.
Yeah, might as well. Just a general scan through the river.
Do you look around? You don't see anything. It is very clear too. You feel like you would be able to see something.
If it was not on the ground, I would say this is beautiful.
Mari just reaches up and like rubs his eyes as the exhaustion's like setting in on him.
Is that bad, huh?
Don't know what's going on.
Piece of magic. Are you tapped?
Not quite, no, but nearly. Perhaps we should just move on, though.
Maybe we should just stop. I don't know how far
That's
this thing
concerned.
goes.
If we do not continue here, however, they will find the bodies and security will increase, I'm sure. But kind
We have
of looks concerned at Amari.
ahead of us.
It's okay, we have an advantage right now. I suppose we should push on.
I think it would be wise to rest up here for an hour or so.
Perhaps will it tell Amari?
Mari like nods his head. Sure, yes. But I'm also okay with going forward. I'm not tapped out yet. I feel like waiting is going to attract more.
Perhaps.
While we have the upper hand right now, they don't know we're here.
Indeed.
Right. Everybody for moving on?
Right behind you.
Let's go.
Slowly.
No one will kind of. Mari's still crouched, right?
Marcus,
Yeah, kind of getting myself up now.
We'll kind of put a hand on his shoulder to help him.
Yeah.
Kind of like you could probably see enough of like his eyes kind of staring at you because it isn't pitch black here, I guess. I will defend you, okay?
Thank you.
Hmm.
Just that fall took a lot out of me.
Yes, it sounded very painful.
I'll be okay.
Did Marcus hear Lesia's
No,
suggestion? Oh, sorry. Lesia suggested that Sir Marcus guard the rear of the group if we travel in formation.
I can be in the front, it's okay. Not that hurt.
But your vision is not going to be very good in this. Keeps this.
Okay.
All right, so
Traveling
marching
this way?
order.
Traveling this way?
Yeah. Traveling that way, you guys are gonna need to go in a single file marching order.
Lesia is toward the front. I think Nahoon's right in front of her because he's out.
No one will take somewhere on the middle this time just to make sure Mari's okay.
Okay, so he's not scouting.
Can I be there?
Sorry.
It's fine.
Lesia would prefer if there's someone tanky at the front and the back in case we get ambushed from behind.
Yeah, let me get
We don't really have to be single file.
Here, let me get
But-
here, and then you take those 2 spots.
We will have to be single file. You're gonna go
Oh.
single file.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll take point behind Lesia
Too
then.
skinny.
Right now, you will. You'll see why.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
As you guys continue forward,
We see that goblin body.
you don't because you hear a lot of running water.
Oh, he fell in.
Oh.
Oh, that explains it. Whoops.
We might have already
can
alerted
see-
them if that rushes up somewhere. That
You can see this very narrow little bridge, 10-foot bridge that goes from across to across.
how stable does it?
Make a perception roll. No, or investigation.
Is there any sign of the goblin body?
Nope.
Shit.
You guys just hear tons of running water. You're looking at it, and it is not that stable.
We need to be careful crossing this. Not to
Alright.
take it slow. Keep low.
I'm very, very lightweight, so I could go ahead, but I'm worried for what lies ahead.
Perhaps do we have more rope? Does anyone else have rope? Sorry, I'm not sure if I was.
I don't have. No. You.
Unless you
What?
used her rope for the climb down, so. It's
Why do we need rope?
Yeah,
I-
no, understand.
Let's just try to cross one at a time.
If we are holding onto the rope, then if one of us falls, the rest can keep
Like 5 feet
falling
back
into
right
the-
there.
I still have my rope.
It's like 5 feet across right there, though. I don't think we
It's
can
also
go-
unstable.
It's unstable, as in
Yeah.
like, difficult terrain, kinda, or what?
As in, like, could collapse.
What do you classify that as difficult terrain, Big Red?
No, you just have to make a check. I don't know. Difficult terrain slows you. So this is something else, I think.
Okay. Because I was gonna see if I could use mold earth on it, but that's fine.
It is made of like rock and everything.
Seems more natural than anything else, yeah. I'm not sure if Molder increases the amount of rock, it just shifts it.
Yeah.
Let me. It just shifts it. Then probably
Might-
not. You need to
Might just
add.
collapse.
That's fine.
If you mold it, you might mold it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
hold on to
since
the
we're
rope.
all going slow, I mean, I can guide whoever's gonna go first.
That's a rook.
Just don't
Slow,
hold on.
but
What's
help
going
a
on in
little
there?
that way.
What's
I'm
going on up
first.
ahead?
Just a bridge,
Why are we not crossing it?
because it is unstable.
Is it bad?
Probably.
Alright, so, everyone's got the rope then? If so, then Lesia's gonna cross.
There's a rope.
Yes.
Somebody has a rope.
Yeah, I have rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with the rope?
Just hold on to it, so if some one
I-
person falls, the rest are holding on to
Yeah.
it. To
Okay.
pull
All
it back up.
5. Wait. All 5 hold the rope. And just guide a bit.
Okay. Everybody is holding on, and
Just
let's
do,
see
like,
you're
a little-
going across.
Hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
What check is it?
It is an acrobatics check.
Alrighty. With guidance.
Oh.
27.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, you're able to walk across just fine and get on the other side.
Still holding on to the rope.
Alright, okay, so I'm next.
Slack.
That would be acrobatics, yeah?
No.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I might take a dive again.
That's why the rope.
Yeah, all 5 of us will
Yeah,
get
you made it over.
Alright.
Amara, you start walking over.
With
One of the
guidance.
sides just breaks. Oh, roll guidance. Roll guidance. Are you guiding everybody?
I'm guiding everybody one at a time.
Sick.
Yeah. You still your footing just slips, and you almost just. But everybody's holding on to the rope, and you're holding on the rope, so you get an athletics roll of holding on the rope, and it's with advantage because everybody's holding on to the rope.
Bull. Oh my god, dude! No.
Dude, I'm fucking.
You hit the water,
out,
and it just goes.
No,
Shit.
You guys see Amari just reaching up and then having his hands up and then just going.
Amari, as
into the
he's like
darkness.
flying down the river, is like, "This is how it ends, huh?" Just fucking hits the water.
Listen, can you handle this? I may go after him. I am not that strong,
Shit.
honest. Sorry.
Dude, wait. If you're going,
Fortuna.
I wanna,
It's fucking Latin.
I want to toss you my heal potion.
Oh,
Take
alright,
with
just
you.
alright, come on over.
Oh god. All right.
Oh god,
Rock
he's
got swept away, bro.
I
Just
know.
standing
That's
there.
why I want to toss to you,
have,
and then
I
you can
have
jump in.
I have a potion. I'll just give one to
All right.
I made
Good.
all the bad rolls.
Well, I'm not sure if you miss that, it is going to break, you know.
I have one.
That's on you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting
Grab
a
Alexia's. And
Alright, I'll take that. I'll give a nod to the kiss.
Amari's gone. We need to
I
do
will.
something.
Yeah.
Help me!
I'll grab the potion and I'll skid down the I'll skid down the side here if I need to make a check for that or not, and I'll dive into the water. It's kind of straightening out my
You'll
clothes
probably
first.
have to dive.
Lord has helped me. Alright. And I'll leap in.
You hit the water and it just carries you fast. And this is
Is
where
the
we'll
water
cut
like
to.
pushing me under and shit?
No, not yet. But you do get the sense of getting pushed under as soon as you enter into this cave hole.
Sick.
You enter into here, and it just like, you get and you dumped in this giant pool, and you are not, everything's a lot more stable, and you can kind of swim. And in Nahon, you get pulled into the same place, and there's another waterfall right next to you. But then, as you guys are staying there for a second, you can kind of feel some water pull you guys back, as it's just like twirling down.
Oh
And,
god.
um,
Whirlpool?
I need I need an athletics check from both of you.
Fair enough.
Amari first, as you're being pulled over.
The DM is gonna kill us.
You get pulled over, and it's just like you get sucked under the water for more than anything. And then Nahon, you just come into the pool area, and yeah, you get sucked under too, and you see Amari just trying to swim up. I need you both to make another athletics roll.
Oh my god. Come on, guys. Oh my god, what the
Amari starts
shaking.
hold on.
Could
Amari starts sinking down for a second, and then Nahon, you grab him,
Yeah.
you grab his wrist and just kind of hold him there as you grab a rock, and it just keeps you there, and you're just holding on as the pool is just pulling, as like the suction is just like tugging at you guys as hard as it can.
What a way to die.
Yeah, so Nahon's just like glaring down on my like, don't let go.
Why is his cheeks are puffed out there?
Oh my goodness.
I need You can roll with advantage, Amari.
Okay. Another athletics check?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that disappointing.
13.
Oh.
Yeah, you're starting to pull yourself
Almost
up
a
next to Nahone, and Nahone, you get him next to you, and now you both can like start making your way up.
Okay. Bursting up from the door like, oh, it's such a shitty day.
Is that how they say it over here?
But you guys have to make another athletics
Oh
roll
my God.
before that, so...
Get out of the water?
Yes. To get out. You guys got... You guys are next to each other. He got you next to him,
Okay.
but now you guys have to both climb up.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
What is going?
So no advantage on this one?
No advantage.
Oh boy, here we
Please,
go.
ahead. You roll first now.
You sure, buddy?
Oh! Here we go. Back under. Oh my God.
You guys get sucked under.
If I can get on a rock, we're like, everything's okay.
Into complete darkness, you guys just get pulled under. And we'll come back to you guys in
Jesus
just a
Christ.
second. I'm sorry.
It was not meant
It's
to be.
okay.
It was not meant to be.
We're probably
Oh.
not gonna die, so it's fine. I'm excited.
Alright. I'm coming
Oh,
up.
that's
Go
just
walk
so
up a
funny.
village of goblins.
Yeah, in the middle of him. Oh,
Dominicus.
is here.
Yeah.
In your frantic mind, you saw Nahon just dive under and over, but then now you guys are starting to hear footsteps.
Oh my fucking God.
Let's see, you can hear footsteps now coming from behind you in this direction.
Can we hear it as well?
I think it's just 'cause my
Uh,
hearing is really good.
Her hearing is really good. You can't hear it. You're in the
Okay, yeah,
back.
yeah, okay. All right, Dominicus, you're up.
Alright. Going.
Come on, faster.
I am going fast as I can.
We have several problems. Please hurry.
Which one did I roll? I forgot. I'm looking up now. I'm scrolling up.
It's acrobatics. I believe.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
But you guys are holding on to a rope, so.
And guidance from my ex, presumably.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you walk over, your foot slips.
Not bad.
Oh,
I thought it was the guidance was on.
with the guidance still on, you just make it. You just make it over.
So Luck is pulling the holding the rope, right?
Yeah.
Yet.
Oh, she's pissed.
Come on, quickly.
What was it? Athletics?
Acrobatic.
Acrobatics.
Give yourself.
You. She can guidance herself, can you?
You can guidance yourself.
Yeah, you're okay. You make it over. But as soon as you cross over, you Lesia, these gnolls just run forward. Gnolls and goblins.
I can still see it,
And
right?
you can see them coming now, Sir Marcus, so now you can roll to come over.
Okay, so nobody's actually holding the line anymore, right?
I'm still holding on to it.
He sees the nose and then he just started sprinting. Probably a bad idea.
Perfect.
Oh, you want to sprint? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you
A long
slip.
jump? Oh.
You just
Oh, shit.
the bridge just breaks. And
Oh,
just,
he's gonna have hell.
Athletics.
yes,
Rope?
athletics with advantage because of the rope.
Fucking
Welcome
armor,
to the-
man.
Welcome to the whirlpool team. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, you just hit the water and like you pull yourself up, but the water's like trying to yank you over, but then you're able to like just get yourself unless you just yanks you up. And right when you guys get up and you look over, all the gnolls and goblins are like, ah!
don't
All
know.
right.
Alright.
Fighting time.
Alright.
Oh,
Lucia
jeez.
draws the sword.
I'm
Marcus
actually
draws the sword.
drawing for the
And-
first time my cutlass that we picked up.
And this is where we will have to call it for a night, gentlemen and a lady.